This is Coaster. I'm going to try to adapt this camera properly so we can actually get this going. I'm having a little Wi-Fi trouble tonight. I imagine it's the bad weather, but we're going to get this going here in just a moment. So, there is the Fursuit head on this evening. As you can see right there, there's my chair, and there's my light sources. And I got one more light source right behind this camera that I'm about to turn on for you. And I'm going to change the microphone so we have really the best quality we can get here. So, hey, I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm doing just fine. I had a little bit of running today, but I had my first day of I guess you would call it. It's not job orientation, but something like that. It's where they get your information so you can start working. So I want to rotate this camera. So just be a second. Okay. Probably saw my Fursuit head behind you there. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around like that, and you will see me tonight. How about that? You'll see me. Adjust that. Get that all looking mighty fine, and I sure hope I have this stream facing the right way. If it's upside down, please let me know. I don't want to have you looking at the world upside down. Okay. Turning on my other light source. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to use my laptop tonight like I really wanted to. That thing's really awesome for reading the comments. But like I said, I'm having Wi-Fi trouble, so this is the only device that actually can connect to internet. So we'll just be using this, and I will... Gosh, I am so pale. Oh my gosh. Hi. It's not upside down? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm also going to give you more of an in-depth look. I want to bring it a little closer to the work area so you can actually see what's going on here. Oh man, I think I have razor burn. I did like a 10-minute Gillette glide in the bathroom, and I think I got everything, but boy, it burns a little bit. Okay, got camera down there like so. Swing around yonder mood like that. So that way everybody can get a proper angle. Oh, was that Zachy I just saw in the chat? I think it was Zachy. Okay. Is this better? Hopefully this is... Oh, camera's a little crooked. Fix that for you. Alright. There we go. So yeah, this is the neat Fursuit head. Going back on this. I would have loved to play music tonight, but it's probably just be a silent stream since I only have this device working. It's been working tonight. Oh, I forgot to grab a microphone. Microphone! Where are you, microphone? Microphone, I know you're here. Here you are. So this way I don't sound like I'm like 1,000 miles away from the camera. So here we go. Yeah, this thing goes like 5 meters in length. It's super long. I'm really impressed that the wiring can go that far. 1 and 2 per job. Oh, thank you, Angel Kitty. Thank you for the that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna bring up comments on the side. Live chat. There. I'm gonna bring up live chat so I don't miss you here. Hey, Arlie, how you doing? Lunatic for life. Hey, Andy. Hey, Andy, how are you doing? I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad everybody could be here tonight. I promise I will get starting on the Fursuit building as soon as I get this microphone hooked up. There we go. Awesome. Just out of curiosity, have any of you had any issues with, if not Wi-Fi not connecting, but maybe like video games or something? If any of you play video games that just doesn't seem to want to catch or connect in a game that you've played before, just you can't get it to connect at all, or maybe even that your cell phone provider. Let me make sure this microphone is working. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you all hear me on this microphone? Do we have a positive response? Perfect. Okay, I'll go and clip this up here. Okay, great. But what I was saying is, like some mobile games and such, like they work, and then as soon as like a data limit is hit, not only won't it will it not play, it also doesn't allow you to connect to any kind of Wi-Fi. And I thought that was really weird. Has anyone had that experience? I'm asking for someone. asking for someone else because I don't play tons of video games, but they're having that issue, and I'm just curious if any of you have had that thing, or if you have any suggestions. Go ahead. I'm just getting bits of hot glue off the table so I can actually work in here nice and neat. And I really want live chat to stay up. Live chat. Stay up, live chat. What does that thing do? What is this? Huh, I'm not sure what that thing is. I guess those are filters. Oh, good, everybody can hear me smashing. Awesome. Okay, got a little drink here. Okay, so tonight I'm actually patterning this head. I'm going to make some more hair tufts, but I'm going to pattern the head for now. Oh, this is PVC. Where did my bags go? I had a whole bunch of bags I brought up here with me. You know what? It's fine. We'll start with this bag. I'll take these pipes out and we'll just go with this bag. I know typically when people use the patterning of a head, they'll grab like saran wrap and wrap it up and tape it. But I'm just going to go this method because it's cheaper, and plus the tape that you end up using doesn't stick to the foam, and that keeps the foam cleaner and overall nicer hair flying around. Keeps it just better, just more better. That's not even a word, but yeah. Okay, so we go. 3, 2, 1. Is everybody ready for the weekend? It's gonna be, well, over here it's gonna be raining, but it's the weekend. And there's actually a Comic-Con going on in my town. Sorry about the super up close cracking of the drink. Sorry. But over in PA here, they have a Comic-Con that's held every year in April, and you have vendors from around. You can fursuit there. It's like an open public event. It's free to attend. You have cosplayers from different parts and such, and it's actually a 2-day event. The first day is held at a park, and the second day is held on Main Street. And they have tons of like all kinds of stuff. They have food as well. They even sell food, which I think is fantastic. And best of all, free parking. You know what else is even better? When you can get a camera even closer. Because I want you to see what's going on. I want you to get the full experience. Snap. Okay, we're having an earthquake here. Sorry, not literally, but figuratively. Okay. Might be just a hair too close. I think that should work right about there. Excellent. Get all up close and personal here. There we go. Do a little ASMR stuff for you. Yes. Let's see. Right now, the time. I think the time is 8:08. So in an hour, I will make an announcement. Excuse me. Because I said that, what was it previously? When I did the post for this live stream, I said that there would be an art giveaway, and I'll be attending to that because the original plan is kind of changed a bit, but I will leave that announcement here. So basically, this is how I think it's going to work. Okay. So basically, this is how I think it's going to work. Basically, how this is going to work is there's going to be a person picked at random. The stream's going to go for roughly 2 hours. So those of you that are in the stream during the free art drawing, which is going to be a free art drawing, one of you will be picked in those hour intervals. One of you will be picked to win a free sketch. And I will connect with you over the details. You can actually connect to my Twitter at Twitter at the Fox Dash. That is my @ if you want to contact me there, or if you want to leave your Twitter down in the comment, I can contact with you that way. And then somehow we will convert this into a mobile plan. So yeah, working on that. But every hour, so at like at 8:08 or 9:08 Eastern Standard Time, one of you will be picked for a free sketch. Like I said, we'll go over the details and such. And like right before I end the stream, I will go ahead and like I said, during that time, I will announce who that is, let you know, and then at the end of the stream, I will go and contact both of you, get your contact details, and then take it from there. Free sketch of your persona. And if you don't have a persona, something that's relatively close to your character. So, okay, so that's where I had those original hair pieces. That's fine. Okay, I gave the ears ventilation caps here, so you can actually hear better and get cooler air inside. So it helps circulate the air inside the head. And I also lined the mouth since last time. This is what the mouth looks like. It's got sparkle fleece. You can see a sparkle fleece. I'm going to knock back this light in just a hair because it kind of blinds me just a little bit. Okay, I think we are looking pretty fine. Okay, let's pattern out this head. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to line the top of the mouth. So, I wonder if I should pattern that. I'm actually wondering. That's a really good question. I'm actually going to pattern the mouth out just a little bit more, and then I will. I'm going to align the mouth first, the top part of the mouth, and then I'm going to do the patterning of the head. I'm going to try to keep up with the comments as best as I can. Since I'm on mobile, they kind of only appear for a second and disappear. You had a weird dream that you were in high school with an old schoolmate there, and live chat. Please stay up, live chat. But do any of you know how to keep live chat on when you're mobile on a live stream? Try to find how to make it do that. It's so strange. Okay. Excuse me. Well, I'm sorry you had to deal with bullies. You know, bullies are things that it's kind of like a rite of passage. It's part of growing up in school, and it's actually being a bully is a sign of immaturity and insecurity. Like 99% of the time, usually they have their own problems, and they express it by trying to control other people or make other people feel small to deal with their own insecurities by making themselves feel like they're bigger, like they have control over situations and such. And you know what's funny thing is those same people, like a few years after graduating high school, they don't even remember doing that. Like it's crazy. And you bring it up like, oh, I did that. It's like, yes, you did. You're the one that, gave me a knuckle sandwich or whatever the case is. But sometimes some of the gratifying things is when the person that's getting picked on, stands up to them and in a sense pushes back or basically handles the situation in the right way or whatever the case is, and then they stop doing it. They stop picking on people. It's like sometimes they can even be friends, which is the best scenario if possible. Oh, Dark Somnium just posted a video. I will have to take a look later because I'm live streaming right now. Hey, Zachy, you could live stream. Of course you can. Live streaming, I'm not super experienced with it, but so far it's been a fun experience. Like I haven't been spammed to death or anything by like a bot or anything, so I guess that's a good sign. Yeah. If I'm drinking too loudly, I'm sorry. I have a drinking problem. I like to drink bubbly water and tea, lots and lots of tea. These are the cutouts I did from those ear vents that kind of remind me of Tron Legacy rings. Like they're so glowy. Pop this over there. I need foam. I need foam. The foam I use to build heads. The foam I use live stream kick up in there. Let's see. I got TikTok notifying me and everything. The foam I use is this is soft cushion foam. It's low density. High density is usually the green foam, as you can see in some parts of the head. I like doing the areas of external contact, like the high points of the squishy, softer foam. It helps the head give a nice squishier, more pleasurable squish. I guess that's how you would say it. Pretty nice. Green foam is good for rigidity, for holding the structure without adding tons of weight, which is good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this down to a nice little thin strip and then line the inside of the mouth that's right up against your face. Because I think that's exactly what it needs, just a little of like a transition area. Scissors, my knife. I thought I brought everything at my table, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to ask my maid if she could bring me my scissors, or at least my cutting knife. Do you think you could bring this for me, please? Oh, they're in the other room on the bed, I believe. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we actually had a... my tools were in the other room because we did a huge before subscriber celebration. We did a 1,065 balloon inflation video. We inflated 1,065 balloons in under 3 days, filmed the videos, and then we did a video of us popping all of them in like erratic, crazy, massacring fashion. We just popped so many balloons. Oh yes, I hope so too, Peppermint Cookie. Absolutely. Ooh, that'll work. I think that'll work.
And you left your arm sleeves here too.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah. But I'll tell you though, our fingertips were really sore for a few days. So yeah, we got that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down the size. Yeah, looks perfect. Let's do that. See, with this thing I'm doing here, let me get you a more closer look. I feel like I'm not giving you the best view. There we go. So what this is going to do, it's going to bridge that stair-step effect that I have going on in the mouth to make it more comfortable, so the fleece can transition to the balaclava in one nice, easy motion. Now, this is insanely sharp. This is like 5 or 6 inches of solid razor blade, so I got to be a little careful. See, we got 7 people watching the stream. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, and to the people that may have not heard this, there is a art giveaway going on at 8:08 Eastern Standard Time. If I can say get my
9:08.
Oh, 9:08. Excuse me. You're right. 9:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One of you will be picked at random from the chat to receive a free sketch of your fursona, or your original character, if you have one. And at the end of the stream, just stay to the end so you can look at the comments, because I'm going to contact you and gather your contact information, like either Twitter or Telegram, those kind of things. Okay, so I got that. I got my hot glue gun here. I like to use Surebonder. Surebonder is like my classic go-to for glue guns. I would like to upgrade eventually to a micro tip, where it has a super fine tip, so you can get those little nooks and crannies really easy. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna plug this in. This will just take a moment to heat up. But all right, got that perfect. Okay, so what I'm also going to do in here is I'm going to see how it fits. I might even have to take the head off for just a minute, off the base, that is. And I think it's being held together by like 1 or 2 pins, so take that pin out. Also, hey, just in case some of you can't see my face. Andromedia Max. Hey, how you doing? You said that would be nice. Who is that? Andy. Andy. Oh, that's Andy. Okay. Do you mind if I just call you Andy in the stream? Is that okay? Because, yeah, I think you mean about the balloons. That would be nice to see. I think that's what you were saying. But yeah, absolutely. It's just a sea of big, bubbly colors. Just, oh my gosh, it would, and you could like when you jumped on them, you would just bounce around like they wouldn't pop right away. It was pretty sweet, pretty nice. I think I'm just making sure I got all the pins out of the head, making sure that none are still in there because I don't want to poke somebody to death with this. But I think this looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to slide it off the base. What is that? Somebody said something. What is the? That's what others call me. Oh, okay. If that's all right with you, then I don't mind calling you Andy. That's totally fine by me. That's what you want. So I'm just taking this off the base for just a minute. I hope I don't rip anything. I shouldn't. Because this is designed to fit the wearer, so this should slip off pretty easy. And if any of you see the base that it's on, it's literally just a base that I made myself from had a styrofoam head that I wrapped with newspaper and fleece and foam around it to get it to the right size. Excuse me. Okay. All right, giddy up now. Giddy up, giddy up. That's coming along. That's good at least. I don't think I left any pins in it. I don't think I did. That would be really weird if I did. Okay. Okay, it's coming off. Aha, I found the area where there's a pin. I think I found the area. Either I pinned it or I glued it. That's what it was. It wasn't a pin, it's an area that I had too much glue in it. It bled through just a little bit. This is actually a new technique I'm doing. It's I kind of did something like this on my first fursuit head. This is called a balaclava base. But basically, oh, I found the other pin. Okay. But basically, this allows a lot less foam to be used, a lot less foam. This gives you more space to breathe and just overall more pleasant to wear. Okay. There. See, you don't want to leave these in there. Definitely get all those out. Or you will have a version of Saw going on here or something. Or a pinhead, is that what it is? Something like that. Have a Zenobite.
Oh, or it's
Mm-hmm. I'm getting them out though. Yes. Oh, I found the other one. Where are you at? I can feel it. I just can't find the yellow cap, which I want to take that off so it won't poke anybody. Pokemon. I know you're there. I can see you. I think this technique needs a little refining, just a little bit. Yeah, definitely. We don't want Saul to become that Freddy. Have a spring trap going on here. Anyway, I think I can get the head off now. I think. Tried it. I think we're looking pretty solid. There we go. Is there one more pin holding? Yep, there was one more pin. Okay. Yeah, I got to make sure I get all these pins out, so I'll just be a second. Where did I leave that one at? Up. Top of the ear. Got it. And this one, if I recall, is right under the base of the ear. So I can push that right through. Apparently I accidentally put the ear right on top of it. So. But, yep, I've never left a pin in any fursuit head, and I don't want to start now. So that's very nice. This is actually pretty necessary, though, to put your pins in the head. It keeps stuff from sliding all over the place. I really got this one glued inside the head, but I can get it there. Maneuver here just a tiny bit.
Fun fact of the day. Did you know that penguins can fly when you throw them? Just like children. I feel like I'm gonna drop kick a kid to death. He kept throwing all the packaged meat and cheese across the floor.
There, got it. That was really a curved one. Oh my gosh. There we go.
If we were wondering why I'm getting really pesty.
Aha! I see one more place where there is a pin. And it's actually, well, doesn't that beat all? It's actually right in the middle of the foam. I have to grab that next. This is kind of a new technique, so I got to master this thing before I can keep doing this technique. So.
Oh, I didn't really took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took it off. This is what it looks like without it being on the base. As you can see, there's no material back here, so it makes it really lightweight, and you can just like, so, yeah. Because the majority of the head's shape is already in place. It's already solidified, and then this stretches, so that helps a lot. I'm just trying to get this pin out of here. That's I didn't remove it early enough, and now it's kind of doing a wedge. Up there it goes. Ah, his skull. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. All right, I'll do one final check. Make sure there's no more pins. Okay. That should be the very last pin that was in there. Feeling around. Everything looks good. Yep. All the pins are out. It was good to know.
I dropped Skyrim down to $29.99 today.
Right. Check this really fast here. Let's see. While I was dreaming, I kind of controlled myself to which one. Oh, lucid dreaming, yes. I've had a few lucid dreams, not to the point where I've gained full control of a dream, because I actually tried that, and it ended up with me punching the wall next to my bed in my dream. I literally was driving in the car with my mom in my dream. I was in the passenger side, and I told her, I say, this is a dream, I can prove it to you. I took my left hand, punched it through the glass window of my car, and somehow managed to hit the wall of my bedroom, like through the glass in the dream, and I could see my room through the door while we're in the car moving, and I'm just like, this isn't supposed to be how a lucid dream works. It's like, this is a dream. I just tried to. It's one of those things where you know you're in a dream, but you can't get out of it, and it's really kind of scary a little bit, because you're just like, when's it going to end? Especially if it's a bad dream. This wasn't really a bad dream. It was just very, very odd, very surreal kind of thing. Okay, good news. I got all the pins out. No more pins there. The only place there's pins is in the nose, and that's only to hold it in place until I can properly pattern it. Okay. What this allows me to do, it allows me to get to the back of the head and put in that strip of foam I was talking about earlier. It allows me to stick it inside the head. And what that's going to do, that's going to, like I said, that little area that we're bridging, you can probably see, I'll show you. You can see balaclava. Okay, we'll show you this way then. Okay. Right in there, see that area, that little bridge? It's too far up. We need to bring it down a little bit. And the only way to do that is add a little more foam. So that way the sparkle fleece will glide over in a nice smooth transition. Just like that. And we'll check out that. There we go. Yeah, but fortunately, I didn't hurt myself in real life. That was just in the dream when I punched the wall in my dream. It wasn't like I didn't do it in like when I literally and while I was in my bed. It was just weird stuff. You know what's even weird too is when you die in your dream. Believe me, that's really a weird feeling. I don't even know how you describe it, except that it's like you know, as most people when they say they like right before they die they wake up and such. But sometimes instead of waking up, you just boom into like another dream. But then it's like you don't remember that past dream completely, but you remember that you died in it, but you don't remember why or exactly how. But you know, like oh yeah, premonitions. Some people can say they have premonitions in dreams. How do we get on the topics of dreams again? I don't really know how we got on the topic of dreams,
Lucid
but
dreaming.
yeah, lucid dreaming.
Very lucid. Just went to the whole dreaming thing.
Yes, I kind of went off on the dream realm here, but I like to dream. Sometimes I don't dream, or sometimes don't remember dreaming, and it's been said that dreaming is a sign of a healthy psyche. If you're dreaming, that's usually a good thing. If you're not dreaming, or if you don't remember your dreams, it could be a sign of stress. It could be a sign of extreme exhaustion. It could be lots of things. Um,
Yeah, it was a hostile projection though.
yeah, some people even say that they astral project, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what that entails, except like the soul escapes the body for a time or whatnot. I think it's more. It's like on the level of complete consciousness. It kind of almost like duplicates itself. I'm not. How does? I want to ask my mate a little bit about what that means. What do you think that? How would you put it in terms?
Well, you could. It can even happen just by lulling yourself into a dream state. Um, you're very conscious of your surroundings, and you like. For me, everything, especially the ground, everything is pitch black. Everything is black, but you have your own light surrounding your body, and then depending on where you go,
Mm-hmm.
for me, because I'm trying to work on a path of animism where I pretty much work with
Mm-hmm.
animals and whatnot. Um, I was sent a lupine dog with the same light around its body, and I followed it. And just before I, just when I was about to reach the end, is when I woke up, but I was very lightheaded. So
So
it's a very weird traveling experience. It happened for two
so
days.
so in a way, what it sounds like with what my mate is telling me that astral projection is well, I guess it's kind of like a place where time doesn't exist, where you become hyper aware of your soul becomes hyper aware of its being, of its existence, and it wonders. It doesn't completely leave your body because there's supposed to be this thing called a silver cord, which keeps it connected to your body. It keeps it like it's like a chain, and it allows your body to still live, but your soul travels further and further away from it, making.
That's when you're going to the deeper half. For me, because I'm re-beginning it. It's I needed
Mhm.
a guide. But when you're used to doing it a lot, you will have pretty much a silver cord or a silver chain that you have to follow. If you stray off it, if you're brave enough, you can, but you
Mhm.
can't go too far because of the darkness and the demons that follow. You can use whatever energy you have to sit there and create a light shield and a light sword if you manifest enough of it. If not, you run straight to that cord and you follow it all the way through.
There we go.
So help you God, you will get lost.
Okay, I was actually able to get this pin back. Oh, what was this? I saw a thing. Let me see here. Yeah, I personally myself don't have tons of gruesome dreams. Um, a lot of mine are just very, very vivid. A lot of textures, a lot of smells, a lot of sights, a lot of colors. I get super vivid, colorful dreams. I'll get places I've always wanted to travel, and they just appear, and I can be. It's so immersive, like the sound of a river, the color of river smooth stones. It's just so vibrant, so beautiful that it doesn't feel fake. It feels like everything about it's right, like it's supposed to be. And then I can feel myself slipping from that reality, and it's because I'm either coming into consciousness or I'm shifting into a deeper level of sleep. Because actually, the lighter level of sleep you go, you get more of the REM sleep, the rapid eye movement, and that's when I seem to notice when I get those really vivid dreams, like right on the edge of waking up. Everything becomes so hyper realistic and just it's
Also,
nice.
when I said that Andy was in stream, you know that's our friend from the family chat, right? That Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he texted me like, I don't think he realizes that's me. I'm like, no, he does.
Yes, I know it's Andy.
Yes, also I looked it up as well. So if you want the definition,
I'm sorry you have PTSD. I'm sorry. What do you What do you use to calm that, to gain some kind of presence or control over that? Because everybody has their way to cope, and everybody has their own levels of what that is. Like sometimes of the year, sometimes of the month, it could be worse than others. But what is your way of dealing with something like that? Oh, I really wish I could get live chat to stay up. Wait, maybe top chat is the way to do it. Let me try top chat. So how did
I think
No,
the
wait.
top chat to take to the top of the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it said for
This went live chat.
the definition of astral projection, they give us.
Hello, some robot furry. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am currently putting foam inside this fursuit head and soon be patterning it for fur to fur the head. That's what the head looks like so far. Got the mouth lined. I got to line the upper mouth, but we're making progress. And the head lights up. It's got glow in the dark eyes.
So the definition that we have
Yes.
is a term used in esotericism. I guess how you say it.
It's really dark and
Described as intentional out of body experience. That's also nothing. It is intentional. That assumes the existence of a soul called an astral body that is separate from the physical body and capable of traveling outside it throughout the universe. It is made to travel.
Okay, I'm about to adhere the foam to the inside of the mouth here. I just got to be very careful because one wrong move and it sticks to something I'm not supposed to, and then got to rip it out.
I can see a reboot of Berserk as a video game because they did have Berserk as a video game at one point. They did. Like the old Polygon.
You know something? I was going to say, my mate should be in the stream because she has a lot of knowledge and she's all the way over there. You can barely hear her. Why don't you come join me?
You're fine with it. Right now I feel like a hobbit.
You're not a hobbit. You're a goblin.
Have you seen me?
You're a goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Okay. You're a
shares.
My mate is a forest goblin.
No, I'm not, because I'm still stuck to these societal coils, so it doesn't count.
Uncoil from society.
I can't. I gotta let go of work then.
Exactly.
You're making me sad. Don't do that.
Okay, so we got the foam in place. Oh, we got 7 people in the stream. Awesome. Thank you so much, peeps. Thank you for joining.
Here, I'll sit at the table like the little hobgoblin that I am. Oh, wait, I'm not sorting enough yet. There.
Oh, I love kitty cats. I have 3, but they're not living with me right now. They have to be
The hobgoblin used to
with
go
the
and get a
mom.
chair.
Should be one in the laundry room.
Son of a nutcracker.
Hey. Then, laundry room.
Is a chair in the laundry room?
Yes.
Why do we have a chair in the laundry room? Are we going to sit there and play smashy chairs and we smack off each other? I'll be game.
We keep chairs in the laundry room because of the video idea we had with the 1,065 balloons. We had to move everything out of that room for that video. And that'll be coming up. It won't be coming up this week, but hopefully the next week I'll have that one up.
Which one? What
The
video?
balloon video.
Oh, everyone's gonna love my rapid popping skills.
Rapid fire.
Shotgun Fen. Just with thumbtacks. I'm gonna be the little hobgoblin I am.
My mate loves doggos. My heart lies with kitty cats and foxes.
I mean, I like all of them, but it just makes me sad that you talk aggressive about dogs, and I understand why, but it still kind of hurts me a little bit. I'm gonna sit like the little hobgoblin I am.
I don't talk aggressive about dogs. I just get nervous.
No, there was one time that you did talk really aggressive about dogs, and it kind of made me sad. I'm not gonna lie about that.
There we go.
They have a game called Cattails.
Like, I don't mind like the little like dogs like this big. You know, that's
the yappy, angry ankle biters, like Pudgy go owa owa. He likes to bite at everybody, and he's that little. I told you it's not.
Oh, my scissors! Where'd you find these?
I didn't bring them. They were sitting there.
They were?
Yes, apparently, because I never brought any scissors over here.
And also explain, what is a hobgoblin?
A hobbit and a goblin put together. That's me.
Did they have kids?
Yeah. My mom's the hobbit. My dad's the goblin.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the hobgoblin child. Because I'm short and I got hairy toes.
Oh my gosh.
I got hair on the knuckles of my toes. So I'm not going to deny being called the hobgoblin.
There we go.
If you were to see me, I'd probably be like, hey, it's Hobgoblin Fen. You're not wrong.
Okay, I think
I brought my sketch stuff over, so
oh, thanks.
I feel sad.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm not sad.
Ah, my toes. All three of them.
Your hairy knuckle toes?
Just the tips, not the knuckle.
Just the tips of the knuckle toes? Okay.
Ow. Okay. God, I'm just so frustrated.
I'm sorry you're frustrated. So yeah, coming up here in a few minutes, we'll be having the drawing from one random person in this live stream for a free sketch of their persona or their original character. And we'll be doing that also at a little after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And before the stream ends, I will contact you. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I was telling my mate about the time. And that will be, of course, for the second one. And of course, before the stream ends, I will contact you how to reach me to get those details of your persona to my mate so she can do the sketches for you. And so yeah, oh yeah, we are. Yeah, I don't want you to miss the stream. I'm glad you could make it. Starfish, hey Starfish, how you doing? Glad you could make it. All right, I want to put some hot glue inside this head. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Super Monkey Ball. I haven't seen that in a while.
Just to think that something like this can like make a difference in someone's life. It's like it's I mean it's totally like I understand the concept completely. It's just to think you can turn foam and fur and plastic into something beautiful, you know, just think you can actually carve and create something like that. You just look at a pile of foam, you're like, oh, it's just a pile of foam, and then you realize what you can do with it. And that's pretty sweet. I think that's what like keeps me going with like building, even though like sometimes it gets really difficult to keep up with building fursuits. It's just like thinking what you can make and what the possibilities are, you know, that kind of thing. Especially when you see other people making stuff, you're just like, oh my gosh, I want to make that. Oh, how did you make that? What did you use? What kind of stitch did you use? Where did you get that that sparkle this, sparkle that? So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I
learned for myself something.
Oh, good. I'm actually Starfish. I'm actually about to fur this head here. Got my masking tape to pattern the head. I just I'm inserting a piece of foam inside because I'm going to line the mouth with more sparkle fleece, and then I'm going to pattern the head for the furring. Yay! 2 kinds of fur I'm using is electric blue and steel. I think these are the only colors I have, but they're going to be smashing when they're done. What did you? What did you win the lottery or something?
I just thought of something, but I can't say it because it's
I
inappropriate.
can see like your
Only
radiance
only
vibrate.
Zachy and Andy can DM me because they have my at, but like
What are you? What are you
me
joking?
and Brie were laughing about it. I sat there and my
Yeah,
coworker
Andy.
was upset. I looked at her and go, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
like
hey.
once you get started, it's easier to keep it going. But if like you go to a dead stop and you don't do it for a while, it does kind of get a little difficult.
You
Whoa, did somebody just rickroll me? Hang on a second.
old
Hold on. Who? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Who did
Oh,
it?
peppermint cookie rickrolled.
No! It's not the time.
You get glued. You get glued now. Ooh, glue. Oh my gosh. I've never had anybody do that to me before. I feel so special now. Thank you. I feel very special. Oh my goodness. I wish I could tip this head up and just have it levitating in front of me like this while I glue inside of it. That would be. That's an idea. Hang on a second. I want to levitate this head on a pile of magnets. There we go. Kind of, sort of. Oh gosh, the battery pack fell out. Holy Christmas. Okay. Hey, it works. Kind of, sort of, maybe a little bit. We'll take this, pop it on there.
I will never understand my phone. Ever. Whatever. It's whatever.
You know what I could really go for right now? Some creepy pasta. What?
You greedily ate cheesecake and left me 3 tiny slices. I will bring this up until the end of time. It's supposed to be equal shares. What was that? Overzealous eating.
I apologize to you about that. And offered you part of my pizza as well.
I wasn't in the mood for pizza. I was craving cheesecake.
So you can't let those cravings take over like me. You don't want to be like you don't want to be like me.
Sorry that I have ovaries and a monthly. This is the worst topic to get on, but that is the main reason. That is female biology. God dang it!
What's a female? I'm just joking. I know what a female is. I'm joking.
Here, let me.
Don't throw some
giant roll of fur. I will sweep you. I will sweep you. I will not be afraid to sweep you.
You want to sweep me into the furry trash can?
No.
Aw, okay.
Speak into a burning roll of fire.
What was that?
Very aggressive, my laugh. It's aggressive nature.
That was an aggressive laugh.
Yeah. I've lost every part of me that said you eat your last haul.
What does cheesecake taste like? Have you ever had cream cheese? Philadelphia cream cheese brand is really good. I would put it in a term of a very smooth, almost like a frozen yogurt, but without the ice crystals in it. It's like almost like a frozen yogurt. Very creamy, very very creamy, like a cross between I want to say a cottage cheese, a yogurt, and an ice cream, and the sweetness of a milkshake. Just a little bit of sweetness of a milkshake, but it's firm. It's firm. Comes in a solid slice, and it has graham cracker crust underneath of it, and it's very good. It doesn't taste like yogurt, but it has like this. It just melts in your mouth. It's so good. You can have it frozen. You can have it refrigerated. You can have it with ice cream. You can have it with cherry topping. Any topping really. Yep, I would definitely recommend. I would say try to get one that's a homemade. If not homemade, go for one like at a I would say like Giant or Martin's. You can get a really good one there. It's plain. It doesn't come with any topping, but you can get your topping. Canned cherry, blueberry, chocolate even. It's a very palatable, very heavy dessert.
Yo, I tried chocolate hummus.
Chocolate hummus you did?
Chocolate hummus.
Have any of you had chocolate hummus or hummus in general? I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I always go around the Cheesecake Factory 24/7.
I've heard of it. I think it's a restaurant. Is that what it is? Like a restaurant for desserts and stuff. Is it
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a? Is it kind of like a Friendlies? Maybe it's like a Friendlies. You're going there for your baby brother's 17th birthday. Oh, good. Oh, snap. That sounds awesome. Oh gosh. Oh, I can't remember the last time I went to a restaurant for my birthday. When was that? Do you remember? When I can't
Do the
remember.
what now?
I can't remember the last time I went to when I went to a restaurant for my birthday, or at least when somebody treated me to a restaurant. I just cannot remember. Because of 2020, that glorious year that marks our passage in history.
I don't think I've ever been anywhere for my birthday.
Didn't I take you somewhere?
I don't know. If you did, I vaguely don't even remember it because so much stress in my life.
Didn't I take you to Denny's once? Or
Did you? I don't remember going there for my birthday though.
I took you the Cracker Barrel we went to? I thought we were. Anyway. Okay, so the foam is glued in place. We got that down. I'm just going to hit it with a little bit more glue, and then we're going to move on to the mouth lining at the top. I got to do less talking, more working.
Almost punched myself in the boob. I ain't trying to do that.
Maybe it almost punched herself. I'm not going to say how, but somehow she almost did.
Oh my god, go like this, or it's gonna end up with how the one piece turned out at Wendy's. Big and lopsided.
Okay, this is looking pretty decent. I might have added a little too much foam. That's still not a big deal. I'll just go in there and snip it away. Just do a little snip, snip. I gotta make the mouth opening just a hair bigger, just a slight bit bigger. So their little friend can get some oxygen. There we go. There we go, and that looks pretty good. I'm gonna widen up this part just a hair more. This is weird cutting from the inside. I don't normally do that. It kind of feels funny. Doing inside surgery.
Okay, let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
how you landed a job in the same department as I did, and now the workers are all nervous. The managers are all nervous that we're gonna sit there and not focus on the task at hand.
Whoa! I almost died. Oh my gosh.
No.
Ah. Oh, you're gonna send me a Rick Roll link, thinking it was gonna be a blog you were doing. Ooh, that.
Oh no.
That is something else. What do you call it? That is very crafty. That would have been funny though.
You know the artist or rapper DMX.
I think so.
He did the song. He did y'all. Was y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here? Up in.
Oh yes, yeah.
He died today.
From what?
Heart attack.
Oh no.
Beset.
I'm sorry.
Beset drug abuse. Heart attack after he was 50 years old.
Really?
Yeah. Let's talk about how I knew. I was taking my 15, and I got done drinking a whole bottle of water. I'm like, I better go take a bathroom before I go back downstairs.
Yeah, makes sense.
Everybody likes to complain about people who use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the middle of using the toilet, and I looked at my phone because I felt the thing, and it wouldn't leave me alone. And I look at it, I'm like, oh, he's dead.
This thing gets really hot too. So.
Don't.
What? I accidentally glued my face one time with this.
This is why I said don't.
Like I didn't realize it could actually stick to your skin because I knew it would peel off your fingers, and then it didn't peel off my face, and I actually pulled my part of my face off with it.
Hun.
That was like when I was 8 years old though.
I don't care if that was when you were 8 years old. That's not good.
It grew back.
But still, that wasn't good to begin with.
I was 8. I was experimenting.
You know what else did you experiment?
Pokemon cards.
Sure.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, my one friend, a smart artist,
Uh-huh.
the one that did the Your Valid keychain and the
Mm-hmm.
your Ace keychain.
Yes.
He is mailing me 4 packs of Pokemon cards,
Oh, yeah?
and he's almost done with making my custom keychain.
Oh, there you go. I hope I can get this mouth proper. I feel like it's got too much material in it. Probably should have just left it alone. Shouldn't have bothered gluing it. You know what? Maybe I will just peel that off and just trim it because there's too much material. I feel like there's too much. There we go. I'm gonna give that person some breathing room a little bit, a little breathing space. So what is everybody up to this evening?
You already know what happened with me.
Zaki says, I got a bunch of duplicates of Pokemon cards. Well, how'd you manage that? Those are hard to get these days. If you go to the store, they're all sold out.
Yeah, for me. Zachy, give me the duplicates, please. Please, I miss having Pokemon
the
cards.
duplicates.
I got a fake Pokemon card made.
You mean a custom Pokemon card?
It's a fake one.
It's not a fake. It's a custom-made one.
Yeah, that's a fake one, hun.
So Game Freak makes it official.
Fake one.
Pull that away from the camera. It's really hard to see.
But yeah.
I'll show them.
Oh, holla,
haba haba. Can you see the Pokemon
It's just hard to see Leon, though. He was selling them on his Etsy or whatever. Like, I knew, like, because he flat out said that he made
so vibrant
or whatever. So I kept it in the thingy.
I think I figured this little. Oh, I feel like I'm doing an exorcist here. Goodness. There we go.
Ow, my butt.
Get the evil out. Oh, there we go. Let's see, what time is it? Pretty soon we'll be doing that thing here. Oh, snap.
Yes, I have music playing on my phone.
You're
Just like everybody else does.
There we are. Let's try that. That looks pretty decent. I think that'll ride pretty well. Tell Finn I'll mail her some of my duplicates.
Yes.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you. What does that say? I'm having my first sent made by one of my friends on Discord. Let's hope that they don't get scammed or anything. That you don't get scammed. As long as you see, like, I was going to say, if they have like a history of good reports, and I would say, like, for starting out something like that, as long as you're not paying like an arm and a leg for it, you should be fine. I mean, how well do you know them? If you know them pretty well, you should be in good hands. They give you a terms of service. That would be called a TOS. That's usually a good way to kind of figure out what you're dealing with and basically what you have to do to get your artwork and how long it should take. That's typically what that means. And you should just make sure that there is like a partial refund or some way, like if you decide to cancel something or if they decide that they default on it, or that you get a refund or something of that nature. And if you pay through PayPal and you do it as a business transaction, you'll be covered in case they don't pull through with their end of the bargain, and you'll get a refund. Usually you'll get a refund. It just depends on the circumstance and if PayPal sides on your part of the case or on their side. And if that doesn't work, you'll probably end up on Judge Judy or something.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, this is ready for that lining now, I think. Yeah, should be good. Okay, just make sure it's nice and even because I don't like uneven. I don't want this to be uneven.
I've always been rather particular.
I need it to be particular.
I know.
Because nothing worse than having a fursuit head that has like a pin-sized hole in the mouth where you can barely breathe out of. Gotta get lots of ventilation. Live chat. Yeah, I hope your persona turns out great as well. I definitely hope so. I should get a Discord set up so we can actually have like group chats and such. And I'm not exactly sure how that all works. I know some larger YouTubers will have Discords. They'll say like, join me on Discord and this and whatever. And I thought that'd be kind of cool. Maybe have like a group chat area. Because I do have a Telegram. I'm not going to put my actual personal Telegram out there right yet, but my channel, which has all my updates on it, is at the Fox-News. That's where I put my posts for videos, ideas, and just what's going on in general with myself. But I might try the Discord idea. Heard some people do it. There we go. And I think the mouth is ready for that lining now, I think. Here. Do-do-do-do. Holy Toledo, we got 9 people. Hey, I'm glad we... Thank you so very much for joining, everyone. Hey, A. Johnson, how you doing? I'm just trying to see who else joined us here. Awesome sauce. Yeah, we're just working on the fursuit head, a feline cat. I'm trimming some foam on the inside so the person can breathe and have good ventilation. So far. Sorry if it's a little overexposed. I'll pull it back so it doesn't blind you to death here. What you really like about these lights though is it makes even like the baddest teeth like perfect. Like and I don't have bad teeth, but they're not nearly as white as they used to be. They used to be like sunlight white, and just from drinking a lot of tea and such, I just kind of get a little dingy over time. But some baking soda, some Arm & Hammer, and cleans those things right up. You get sparkling pearly whites again. I like Arm & Hammer. I've actually used that toothpaste before. It's really good actually, getting things white. It's probably because I'm scraping off all my enamel, probably. But I am glad everyone can make it tonight. We are building a fantastic fursuit head this evening. Oh yeah, also we're doing that drawing. I almost forgot to mention that. Quick question for you people in the stream. Do you know how I can check to see who is on the stream right now? How many, like who actually is on it? Because I'm going to scroll through the comments, but I just want to see like who all's in here. Because I'm going to scroll like for everything here. I know Peppermint Cookie's in it. Andy's in it. Bandito Heart. Hello. How are you doing? Angel Kitty. Peppermint Cookie. Okay, and okay, I'm going to do a little thing with my mate here where we are going to randomly pick letters, and the letter that's closest to the people that are in the chat will be one of the winners for a piece of art. So this is how it's going to go. Okay, I'll talk to my mate. Okay, I'm thinking of a letter. Give me a letter from A to Z. Think of a good one. Think of a letter, and it doesn't have to be one of the people in the chat per se. Actually, wait. Actually, that might be a cool idea if it was one of the people in the chat. I'll tell you what. I will leave it up to you folks in the chat that are here right now. Do you think it would be better if we picked a letter and it just so happened to belong to someone in the chat, or do you think we should pick a letter and see who's closest to that letter? I'm kind of thinking picking a letter at random might work. See, that way there's no bias, there's no wondering who's going to be, oh, we just lost a few people. Oh, well, I hope you can stop by again soon. So I'm thinking we'll do pick a letter between A and Z, and then I will see if it matches any of the people in the chat, and that person will get a free sketch of their persona or their original character. Does that sound reasonable? All right. It's time for some free art. Ready for some free art? We're about to do, or I think of basically, I asked my mate to think of a letter. Tell me what the letter is, and I will see which one of you that are in the chat right now is closest to that. Can I get a showing of people that are in the chat? I just want everyone that's in the chat right now to post, showing that you're here so that I know that you're active. And the ones that are active will be the ones that are put into this this pick. Okay, just say here. All of you that are in the live stream right now, just say that you're here, and then I will take it from there. Okay, so we got 3 of them. 3 of them are here. Okay, any of you that still want to join in on this? Yep, just show that you're here. I've already got 3 people that said that they were here. And if you show that you are here, you will have an opportunity for being one of the letters that are picked for this. And of course, the letter that we end up picking will not be picked again. Now, if we have a person that has the same letter, we will go to the nearest letter to that. Excuse me. Okay. All right. We got our numbers of people that said that they're there. So, okay. I want to ask my mate, what letter are you thinking of between A and Z? Pick a letter.
Say it out loud.
Yep, say it out loud.
S.
Okay, we have the letter S. Let's see who has the letter S. First name in the chat is with S. Okay, we have 1. And it looks like it looks like Starfish, the Mano Kit. Looks like Starfish the Mano Kit is the lucky winner of a free sketch. Like I said, I'm going to state at the end of the stream, I'm going to contact you with the contact details. I mean, I can try doing it now if it's not too much trouble, but my Twitter is at the Fox Dash.
I gave you my Twitter.
I know you gave me your Twitter. I just don't have it brought up on the phone right now. I can't see it unless
it's at angst_fenwolf. Angst_fenwolf.
Actually, I will tell you what, Starfish Mano Kit. If you would like to contact my mate, the one that's going to be doing your free sketch, you can reach her at on her Twitter account. It's at
angst_fenwolf.
At angst_fenwolf. And angst was ANGST, right? Okay. At angst_fenwolf on Twitter, and that will connect you there with it. That'll get you to her account so you can take it from there.
We already know by the time you put that in, you're going to see a profile picture of Leon, because I'm a Leon simp.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
You sure?
Congratulations to you, Starfish Mano Kit. Very nicely done. And we'll be having another drawing here coming up here in the next hour for another opportunity to win some free art. Right. I think this is ready. We'll do a quick look on the inside here. It is a small mouth, but I don't think he's got a very big mouth either. So. He's got an oyster mouth. Oh man, do any of you ever have the feeling where you just want to eat like the worst food for you ever, like fried chicken and milkshakes and cheesecake and
How much all the feel good food that's unhealthy?
all the good feels food, yes. Oh, all the trans fats and the stuff that doesn't leave you once you eat it. That's why it tastes so good, because it doesn't go away. It just hangs around. I don't eat like that. I don't eat that way all the time, but occasionally I will indulge in something really bad for you. It's only bad for me for like 5 minutes, and then it's just like, oh, I'm skinny again. I think. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten heavier over the few years. Like I used to weigh only 155 pounds, and now I'm like almost 180 pounds, and I'm like, where did it all come from? Because like my clothes still fit. It's like I still. Okay, Starfish Mannequin said they don't have a Twitter, so we will try.
What other forms do they have?
Okay. Do you? Okay. Do you have an email possibly we could contact you by? You don't have to share it in the chat. That's for your own privacy. What I can do is I can send you a personal message on YouTube. I can send you a personal message if that works. You would have to, of course, allow personal messages to be sent to you on YouTube. So that'd be a really concealed, private way of contacting you, so nobody has to see your email and such. And yeah, there's that. Also, if you want to possibly contact me on my Telegram, I don't usually announce this on Discord, but it's
Discord.
I mean on live streams. Good grief.
Good job.
Thank you. I think it's called. I'm trying to remember my own link. I think the link is. It's the same as my Twitter. It's at the Fox Dash, and that's at capital T HE capital FOX capital STASH. So basically at the Fox Dash. Did I say that correctly? I hope I did.
I think so.
Okay, if not, I apologize, but we will get you connected to that. Nothing to worry about. We'll get that connected for you. Face reveal. Kind of. When I do show my face, I try to have it where it's either me or it's me and my son. I don't usually like to have me taking the head off, because that's like the breaking the magic thing. But yeah, I have shown my face a few times. It's, I might do an official face reveal one day. It's not really going to have that shock value like a lot of others do, but we'll see what happens. It's because I like to keep things like I follow the rules a lot about things. So it's like I don't like to take the head off right in front of people. I will disappear. It's like the Clark Kent Superman thing. You have like, I'm Clark Kent now, and then poster is Superman.
Although
kind
it's the first thing you compare yourself to.
What else am I supposed to compare to? Peter
person,
Parker.
And the other person that costumes for like Disney and of the such.
Am I Peter Parker to you?
You're shriveled Steve Rogers with brunette hair, if not black hair.
I'm Steve Rogers to you.
Partially Puerto Rican one, yes.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and what you said as well. Yeah.
I'm a 5-year-old at this table.
Yeah. This is my face. This is my. This is all I've got. Sorry. This is it. Yeah. I actually thought of doing a live stream in my fursuit head, but I don't want to have that middle ground where you see me transitioning, and except for my suiting up videos where I specifically have it dedicated for that one purpose. But other than that, it's one or the other. It's me in out of suit or me in the suit. Kind of like Ash Coyote, how they have their channel. Sometimes some videos they'll be in suit, some videos they'll be out of suit.
Zach, you said that if you ever decide to have a Discord stream or whatever set up, he can help you out with that.
You gonna do a Clark Kent? Oh, cool. Thanks. I actually do have a pair of glasses too. I just wear contacts as a rule. It's a lot
We
easier
gotta grease up that hair though.
to wear in
I don't know if you'd
fursuit.
like it.
Like I have been compared to a skinny Superman before because I got such a sharp jaw. Like
Boy Justice over here.
maybe Superboy, maybe.
But yeah, Zach, you said that
Very
he
feminine
would help you
Superboy.
with the Discord stream if you ever decide to do one of those.
Oh, that's very nice of Zachy. Thank you, thank you.
So
Anyway.
you already know how it is by now.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Oh, potato salad. Let's see. Okay. I'm doing just one last little gluing, and then I promise we are moving on to the mouth lining and then the taping. Because I just get so wrapped up in conversation. I'm like, when I start talking, I can't stop. It's kind of... Yeah, because I don't know if I'm naturally a social person or if just being around people makes me a social person. Because I can go for months without talking to people, and I'm just like fine, kind of like it doesn't really phase me a whole lot. But then when I actually talk to people, like, oh, it's actually kind of enjoyable.
Did I ever get a chance to tell you how I scared one of my coworkers from me talking a lot?
You did?
Yeah.
Yes. What did they say?
Well, because of the fact of how I grew up, pretty much it was like I was isolated. It wasn't by force. It was just because of where I grew up. Growing up in the boondocks. All whatever friends and family that you have are all spaced out where you have to reach them by car. And I wasn't old enough to drive anywhere yet, and talking was a big thing for me to actually try to do.
I want to answer their question that they have. How a person wears glasses in fursuit is usually the fursuit will have a zipper in the back, which allows you to insert it on your face, like you're putting your hands on your face, and you fasten it on the back. Most of the heads like that I make are slip-on heads, so it's a little more. Usually you can't wear glasses unless you have a very large opening at the base of the head to help fit the glasses on. If you do wear glasses, the head will have a little extra foam removed around the eye area so the glasses can sit right in there. It's like having the glasses take up the space that the foam would have had. So you got to make an adjustment, like this fursuit head in the back behind me here. This one actually has a larger forehead to allow that. Turn this here. So this one here, see how the head has a little extra length? That's to adjust to allow for the glasses, because this head will have glasses. And the back will have a zipper, so the head will slip right on with no problem. I'm going to be watching you.
Anywho.
Sorry, I forgot.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But anyways,
I forgot to glue this
I sat
down.
there and I was talking with some of my friends, whatever. Well, my coworkers that consider me as their friend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we were whatever. And so I wanted to try to, be all like nice and stuff to the newcomer.
Yes.
Which has come to the point, which is to my observation, she uses her diabetes as a crutch to use the bathroom every 20 minutes. Like, she'll go for like 20 minutes at a time and then come back and then work for a couple hours, just take another bathroom break for 20 minutes. And the managers don't like that at all, because that's not good. But
thank you.
She what?
Thank you, Lion's Den. Thank you.
Oh my god, I'm losing train of thought.
You're fine.
But yeah, so I was just trying to talk to her. It was her first day at the job, and she started backing up because like I didn't even run my motor mouth like I normally do. It was literally like half gabbed speed.
Do you think she was overreacting?
Maybe, because even when I went full force on some people when I first started working there, they took it as whatever, as just her personality.
Yeah.
And within like the next week or so, she looked at me. She's like, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I got scared of you for a little bit." And I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "You talk so much." I'm like, out there, I'm like, "Dude, that's like everyone in high
it sounds like a
school."
boomer thing to say.
She's no older than me, hon. She's no older than me.
Also, want to answer Peppermint Cookie's question. What does it feel like wearing a fursuit? It feels like a very, very enclosed, very, um, almost feels like a second skin, almost in a way. Depending on how tight the fursuit head is around your face. Some fursuit heads could be really snug. Mine is actually pretty loose, so I can actually turn my head around on backwards, which I might show that in a future video. But in general,
Look at a Halloween video.
they are custom to your facial proportions, so they fit snugly, not too snug. It doesn't squeeze your face super hard, but it fits just around your proportions of your face. If you ever wear a mitten or a glove and it fits like a glove, that's how a fursuit head usually should feel. Should fit like a glove. And also, it can get kind of warm, but on a cold weather day, it feels rather nice. It muffles some sounds. It kind of muffles your speech a little bit. It has somewhat not the best visibility, but it's from the outside, it looks amazing. And it feels amazing because you're donating a new personality, a new identity from the outside. And from the inside as well, it feels kind of nice. Fursuit dancing, because I want to be a fursuit dancer and I don't want it to fall off. Well, that's another way to put it too. Like if you want to be extremely descriptive and blunt about it, that's a way to put it as well.
I think you could maybe turn to a Halloween video. That would be good for a Halloween video, honestly.
Which one?
Have your head turn around.
It could. Yes, it could.
I did explain to her though about why I talked a lot. She's like, "Oh, it's it sucks, but like that's become my personality now. I have a very run of the mill, nonstop murder mouth.
Mill.
Don't.
So I got some Yonder Woo here. Oh yes, fursuit dancing is actually a lot of fun. I would say if you ever think of participating on it, have a routine set up. I would say practice a routine. You can practice it in your yard, in your bedroom, whatever the case is. Have fun doing it. You can pick really any soundtrack that you want. Download it, bring it on a flash drive. So when you go to the dance competition, they will have your music, and you can set up your routine and practice before it's your turn. And when you do, just have fun doing it and show off your moves. You know, if you don't think you have moves, do what you feel works. Just practice whatever moves you've got and take it from there. My first fursuit dance competition was in 2017 at FA United in Herndon, Virginia. That one I did not do so great in, but then I did another dance competition at Antho Northwest in 2017, and that one's actually one of my better dance competitions. I got to meet Hogwash Husky, which she's one of my favorite fursuit dancers, and it was really great. I mean, so many talented people. I didn't win, but I definitely had better moves than my first fursuit dancing competition, because I actually practiced this time. Like the first time I just kind of went into it just like, I'm just going to do whatever I feel works, and it was like, eh. But let me see. Do I have videos? I personally didn't have myself recorded, but there is a YouTube channel by the name of Kiani Lion. He does a lot of filming at cons, and he actually did record my dance competition. If there might be a way I can actually type into the chat. Let me see. Is there a way I can type? I literally don't know if there's a way for me to type.
There should be.
I want to turn the camera around just for a second so I can see if I can type. Okay, there is not a way for me to type, but how do you spell Kiani Lion? Is there a way you could find that video, possibly? Bless you.
For school
I'm
nightmares.
sorry.
Oh, can I talk about a random fact real quick? I just found pop up on my
But
phone
the
from
the
my
name
feed.
is I think it's spelled Kijani, lion. If you just type in if you type in
Kijani.
okay, yeah, if you type in coaster dance competition 2017 or coaster dance competition Anther Northwest, you'll see my video pop up. And the video the music I used was actually a piece by Fox Moore from the track Come Find Me, and then halfway through the dancing, it changed to the Space Jam theme, and that's when I bust loose with my moves and such. And nearly passed out from all the dancing. I was like, I had to take a break when I was done. I was so just couldn't catch my breath.
I love how underneath it says people also watched, and then there's the live stream.
Oh, that's amazing. Does that mean somebody's already looked at it? Maybe. That'd be great if some people are watching it. But I actually asked him if I could use that in one of my intros, and he was really nice and said I could actually use that.
I just want to spread a random fun fact I just found on my feed from Cypher. Uh, he said that apparently octopuses sometimes punch fish for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I would definitely say like fursuit, just dancing in general. You can dance like basically, you know, any place that you can wear a fursuit head. You can dance. You can dance you can even dance in your shower. But um, not all of it has to be for music video quality. You could just have fun. You can dance at raves. You can dance at a party. You can dance down your sidewalk. You can dance in your yard. Dance on TikTok, dance on YouTube, anywhere. Dance competitions are just a place to show off your moves if you just want to have recognition as participating and potentially claim a spot as saying, look, I was the best in this dancing group. I was the best in this dancing group. Floor Wars, that's something different. Floor Wars is a place where you improvise everything. The music plays and your opponent does their dance moves, and then you have to create dance moves to top theirs by a song picked at random. That's literally where your skill shines through. Yep, that's the person, Kijani Lion. Yep, that's the one. That's the person. Do any of you know him? Because I met them at Anther Northwest, and that's in Seattle, Washington. That was a nice convention. It was the first year, and I went there with the Tater. I was there with the Tater, and you know who else showed up there? Uncle Kage actually showed up there. I was like, what? What's he doing here? I actually sat right behind him during the, I think it was opening ceremony or closing ceremony, one of those two. And he had a plush American bald eagle he was holding with them there as well. Pretty cool. There we go. And I also have to say, they had the fastest express elevator I've ever used in my life. I mean, it shot me so far up in the building that when I got off the elevator, the floor was doing this in my vision. Like the room was bouncing. That's how fast it took me up the elevator. I was like, oh my gosh. All right, that looks pretty good. I fixed the mouth. We're ready to line it. Oh, thank you, Starfish. Yay, thank you. Yeah, I was actually kind of nervous about it because I knew the first time I had done it, I really did not do well. And the second time, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun because I met Hogwash, and when I saw him doing the opening dance, it just made me feel like I could do anything. It was really cool. And I do kind of miss his old fursuit head. His first fursuit head was from Mischief Makers. And if you look up, I think it's Hogwash Dance Competition Rain. I think it was either Rainforest or it was one of those older conventions. I think it's from 2014 or so. He did really great. It's when he did his infamous backflip when he was fursuit dancing. He literally did a backflip. I thought that was pretty awesome. Ready to do this lining?
I gave up on trying to do a fun fact. I'm like, I'm done.
Honey, what was the fun fact? Which one?
It was about octopus because
I remember you
I
said they
found,
punch fish.
yeah, they randomly punch fish
Mm-hmm.
because I found it funny.
It is funny.
Like I'll sit there. I will not lie. I am gonna put this out there. People be like, "Why did she repeat it 2 or 3 times in a row?" Like he heard her the first time. What it is, because I grew up, I felt like I felt like I was being listened to, but at the same time, I felt like I was being pushed to the side a lot. So that's why I said that I repeat myself about 2 or 3 times.
You have been recognized.
No, I'm talking about in general. That was my childhood, and
I know, hon. You don't have to feel that
I
way.
know, but I'm just saying so people don't sit there and just be like, she's annoying him. I'm not trying to if I am.
I'm trying to work here. What are you doing?
And so it's like I'm just sitting there like, okay. So I stop after like 3 times. 3 is always the number I stop at. Because if I sit there, like, if someone doesn't hear about it, then I just sit there and just like, okay, I guess, I'm just like, I feel like I can't make anyone's day, so I stop and I do whatever.
You're fine.
That makes me feel good.
I just accidentally got a big glob of glue here where it shouldn't have been.
He's playing Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas.
Sad.
Isn't he diabetic, Nick Jonas?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
He is diabetic, but he's very, very healthy.
Good.
Healthy. He's a healthy.
I'm glad he's
man.
healthy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would like to get better at fursuit dancing. It's been... Gosh, my cardio is probably nowhere near where it used to be, but I used to have, like, stellar cardio. Like, I'm talking... I could run 20 miles an hour. I'm serious. I could literally...
Are we talking about that one time you ran on the treadmill?
That was only 14 miles an hour. But I can top faster than 20 miles an hour. I just haven't done sprinting since 2016 or so. Like, I'm talking like flat out sprinting. Okay, I should probably... Actually, you know what? We're going for this. We're just... Forget the mannequin head. We don't need the mannequin head for this. At least I don't think I need it.
I just drew them with glasses and mohawk hair.
That's precious.
I actually may want to get her ref sheet remade where she's able to also have that as a hair option. Because it looks so good.
You know, I think this fleece is not going to fit. So let me try something else.
That with mohawk hair actually works, man.
Pull that through. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm going to switch hands so you can see. I'm actually knock the camera back down so you can see what I'm doing. It just looks like I'm torturing this poor thing. Ow, I poked myself. What the heck was that? Oh, it was the nose, because the pin's in the nose. So I'm actually going to have to remove it, probably just one of them. There we go. And just stick that pin up towards the top here. It goes with the territory. Like, you will, like, making heads, you will poke yourself with pins at least probably 5 times, or burn yourself with hot glue gun. It's just like a rite of passage. It's like, oh, remember this? I remember when I poked myself. I remember when I...
And then you sit there and you're sneezing about every single time you work on a fursuit. Even if you don't and you have someone in the room with you, they will start to sneeze, like me.
They can. Yeah, they definitely can. Yeah, that's if you... don't have a fan going, and if you don't have like a vacuum to suck up the fur when you're shaving it. I like to wear a dust mask when I fursuit shave. It sounds like a sport. Fursuit shaving. Yeah, it doesn't fit.
He's like, I'm going to make you a binder of Pokemon cards. I'm like, yes, please. I miss collecting them so much.
Here we go.
And yes, I have One Republic playing off my phone.
Okay, yeah, this fleece is actually not big enough. I'm gonna grab a slightly bigger piece. Piece of the fleece. Where are you? The fleece police. I'm looking for the fleece police.
You're not giving me any direct answers. You're just...
Sparkle fleece. Oh gosh, I can't quite reach it. I'll be right back, folks. I'm just grabbing some sparkle fleece. There we go. Got the sparkle. Oh, crunch bar. I dropped a roll of fur.
I'll get it.
Thank you.
I got fur in my eye.
So you got fur in your eye?
Ugh.
This little baby got fur in your eye. Oh, whoa, oh, snap.
There.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure I got that one like that.
Delicious.
No.
True. I actually did get a blister on one of my fingers. It was my ring finger from using a box cutter too much. It kept rubbing against it and such, but yeah, it was a thing. Gotta get my fabric scissors. These are spring-loaded assist scissors, so these really help with, excuse me, with cutting and such. I had a drink here, didn't I? Oh yeah, I did. Probably got a bunch of fur in it.
Oh well.
Mm.
That's your new source of protein.
Fursuit flavor.
New protein.
Why does it have? Why does it have protein?
If you want to get stronger in the furry world, you gotta drink your protein.
Okay. I would just go with a cheesecake milkshake personally, but.
I mean, that's if you want a thicker cake.
Mm-hmm.
You realize where I'm putting that at, right?
That mirror behind me.
Pointing back at the cake, absolutely.
There we go. It is the forbidden cake.
That is only mine to have.
Okay, so now I got the proper size of fleece I need. I'm actually going to try to get more into full gear here to get this stitched up, because pretty soon we're going to have the other drawing for a free art piece. That'll be only one more, which will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bless you.
Give it another 24 minutes.
Yeah, roughly speaking.
Ow.
Bless you again. Okay. This is how it stretches. Okay. Cool. That works. Works for me. Arlie. Lunatic for life. How you doing?
Blurple's back.
She says she misses you.
I know, I'm missing out with Blurple too. I almost said Burple.
Burple?
Boyful Noiple. No, we're not gonna have any of those.
You know, there should be a fur color called Blurple.
Just because Blurple, Budgie.
Blurple. That'd be a great color.
Dude, Blurple had an icon done by Kiwi Cabot. Very nice piece, too. Very nice.
I like it.
Nice. I
promise you, I'm not torturing this thing. I'm just trying to get the mouth lining in place.
I need someone to do an updated ref of Fen where she has the option of having a mohawk. Because that works. And she also needs her wings as well. She has burgundy wings.
Line it going in through the front. The front's probably the best way this is going to work. SpaghettiOs. Actually, I got the idea of lining fursuit heads from Fursuits. That's where I learned how to do head lining, because I used to watch their tutorials back in 2016. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Good grief. Do you feel old yet? Yes. I feel so old. I feel like I'm going to turn to dust. It's like when I first discovered fursuiting, I was like, man, this is pretty nice. I want to build these. And I got my first fabric from Jo-Ann Fabrics. It was probably not the greatest place to get fur, but I was like, I want to build something. Like the white fur is not terrible quality. It's actually not too bad, but if you go anything else, it's not the super best quality. Okay, let's start lining this.
Ow. Paper cuts.
I also remember earlier in the chat, someone asked me what my least favorite food was. I think it was something like that.
Mushrooms.
It just came back to me.
Mushrooms. Those are the worst for you. You hate them with a passion, man.
Hang on a second.
Especially with how you describe it. You're like, it's like eating a fungus. Like you just rip it from a tree and you're eating it, and it's so disgusting.
Mushrooms are a fungi.
Well, yes, but the way how you're talking about it is like eating it raw without really cooking it or anything. It's like sauteed mushrooms are the bomb diggity. You're not gonna ruin a good time for me. If you saute them just right, they taste good. But that still makes you squirm. Just about.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up poses.
Oh, you're fine.
Whoops! What did I just? I'm not.
Oh, okay, Starfish. I know you got things to do. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much. Oh, snap. I gotta get a proper internet provider so I can have those high quality streams, ones that you can have like the 4K
baby over here,
like 20K quality.
20K quality. You're gonna kill your phone and your budget. Stop.
It's production cost. You know, I'll deduct it from my taxes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I've got this.
Okay, Lizzie, I hear you down here.
Who's Lizzie?
Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm.
Oh.
That's my one mini dachshund's name over at my parents' place. Her name is Lizzie. It's literally spelled Lzzy, just like the singer. It's my dad.
This is really tricky. This is like the trickiest part of this. Because I don't want the lining to come undone. And I don't want to get glue all over everything, so I gotta be really careful.
I was gonna ask if I could turn up my music, but I don't know if it would get you demonetized. I'm keeping it really down low.
As long as it's copyright free, that should be fine.
Nope.
Then probably not.
That's why I'm keeping it like very, very, very low.
I
see. So it can't be picked up.
I see. Yeah, this part of lining is literally just smacking glue in the mouth and just pressing in your liner, just
everyone wonders,
and stretching it.
They're always wondering what is a fursuit or a fursuit's diet, and that is glue, nothing but glue.
A fursuit diet?
No, I'm talking about the fursuit. Like if it was its own living thing, its diet is eating glue.
Like I was eating glue sticks because it does take a lot of glue sticks to glue these things.
No.
Okay, I am not doing well with this. I hope I can fix this. It's not turning out the way I expected it. At least the lining is not looking that good. I can fix it though. It just takes a little tugging, extra tugging. What are you doing?
Slap my face.
Why?
Because it's loud and sloppy. It's not like I'm hurting myself.
Mm-hmm. This is actually really difficult. I'm gonna have to try something else. Go in this way here.
It still sucks. No, I didn't want to look at that. Oh, there you go. Okay. That one's for you.
I'm gonna rip this lining out because I need to reattach it. It's not turning out the way I wanted to. It's really not turning out well at all. Okay. Let's see here. Somebody sent me a mushroom? Arlie, why would you send me a mushroom? How could you?
Arlie's let us send whatever they want.
That's probably where Dutchies were where they came from.
Hey.
They were found under a mushroom in the woods.
Stop it. Be mean over there.
You gotta pluck them from the earth.
Be mean over there. I'm getting a little birdie for the
Dutchie go merp.
That's what you do to me almost every single day. It won't clear up, but the one in the very middle with two people.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
that's like every day.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, there it goes. It's clear now. There you go.
I see. Okay, let's try this again here. I think I figured out what I messed up here.
Fur on it had cleared off.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do like this.
Got it. Okay. You know, I'm just wondering, do you think I should pattern the mouth instead? Because I am having a little difficult time getting this lining in there. Maybe I should pattern the mouth. Yeah, I think I'll pattern the mouth. I don't normally pattern the mouth first, but I'm having a really
This
hard
is an exception.
Really, I see you laughing at me. I see that.
Everyone's got their flubs when they have them.
They're flubs.
That's what we call them, flubs.
Flubs. Oh, snap. I'll scratch off some of this glue here really quick.
I'm gonna take my sketchbook off the table because it
Sure.
definitely messes me up.
Sure. Sorry. I mean to shake the
This
earth.
is why I don't draw flat on the table, because my circles become ellipses. Which is what happened over at Wendy's for that first
yes.
speed draw.
Yeah.
Everything was ellipsed. I'm not trying to be like Ed Hardy. I'm not gonna be that famous now. It's not my job.
It's not your Patronus, is it?
It's a Russian blue, that's what it is.
Your Patronus is an ellipse circle.
No! That's not even a cat. That's not even a dog. That's
I'm
not
just
an
kidding.
animal.
I'm just kidding. My Patronus is a white mare.
It's deserved because you're thick. And I will say that on a live stream. Every live stream if I have to.
I will just mute that part. I'm just kidding.
Nah,
I can't mute that.
impossible at this rate. Because I will be the mega.
So this is what I'm doing. Literally this is what I use to pattern mouths. Or pattern fursuit heads in general. You take your plastic bag and you just rip it into nice little sheets like this. Take some scissors, get it to a good size. This is to help keep your masking tape from sticking to your phone. And you don't need to do this way. You can use straight up, just use the masking tape. But this saves you the part of having to grab newspaper and then put your pattern down, which is kind of helpful. So you got this. Pop it in there. And you grab your masking tape like this. You can go ahead and trim off your excess because you don't need tons of this. Just go trim off your excess a little bit here. Careful not to nick your foam. I cannot get that liner to go in the mouth for nothing. Like I'm trying and just keep getting balled up and knotted up. I'm just like, hey, just go like this. Okay. Save that plastic that you trimmed off. You can use that for other parts. And just gonna peel off some tapey here. Tapey.
Are you getting hurt over there?
Am I getting hurt?
Yeah, you were.
Yes, I am. Can I email? Yes. I actually have a business email that I do include with the channel. You can contact me at, it's going to be thefox-@gmail.com. Yeah, that starfish, you can just go ahead and try my email. And I will forward the details to my mate so she can get that sketch for you, and then they'll take it from there, because that's be the best way we can do that for you.
You know, traditionally, but I'll enhance it and edit it to a way where.
Yep. It's going to be a traditional sketch, and once it's done, she will take a high resolution image there for you. It's going to be as close to a digital drawing as possible, and then we will send that to you, and she'll have that signed and dated for you.
I'll say also what I also let people do, because I also did it for Blaze when I gifted him his headshot, which he loved a lot.
Good. I'm glad.
I always tell them, like, if you don't know how to make it digital yourself, you can have someone else digitalize it. Just make sure you give proper credit for the traditional piece.
Oh yes, of course.
Because I like to see a finished outcome if they want to make it digital. So Blaze, at this point, whenever he feels like it, he can have a digital badge ready with my style, and
True.
it's like seeing a combined effort. What could have been, maybe.
Right. So this is how you do the lining, of course. Just going to take your tape, and you're going to flatten down that plastic bag in there. And it doesn't need to be perfect, of course. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect, but this is just to help get your overall shape. Make sure everything looks nice. And
I may have to ask Cherry Rabu to make my my girl have a mohawk hairstyle, to have that long hair. Because then with a mohawk, actually, it's really good. So we would never have to change her hair if I were to make my
Good.
student kit 2-in-1. The only thing that would change would be the body type.
The Fox, FOX, stash, like a stash of money, that kind of thing, or stash of tea boxes.
It's always going to be tea related.
It has to be.
You're the tea and crumpets kind of man. Boy, Mrs. Ma'am. I don't know what you want to call yourself.
Yeah. Oh, at gmail.com. I forgot to throw that part on there, but sorry.
I'm going to do this nice random post for fun.
Yep, so I'm actually, technically I'm patterning the head at this point. I'm just starting with the mouth. Some people actually go ahead and just straight up pattern the whole head from this. I wonder if I should do that or if I should do the mouth first. I think I'll do the mouth first. Because that's kind of something new to me, to do the whole head in one go, mouth included. Yeah. And the only heads I've lined so far have been my fursuit head and a resin head. Because that head behind me hasn't been lined yet, so.
We're about to line another resin head soon, too.
Mm-hmm.
Mine.
You like Frosted Flakes?
Which Frosted Flakes? Are you talking about the honey glazed Frosted Flakes? There used to be honey glazed Frosted Flakes. Oh, they were so good. Making me think back really hard over here, man. Wow. Love it. Let that mohawk stand out. Fanny, fen. If I went for mohawk is a good idea, I'd change my mind.
Nope. I will not change your mind. Whew.
Oh, God, no wonder I felt triggered.
What do you mean?
My Chemical Romance playing.
Why do you feel triggered from that?
You hear that G note and you do the song Black Parade. Welcome to the Black Parade.
Okay.
That's the trigger note for anyone through the emo phase. Me!
Why does that trigger you?
God, I remember everything involved in that. Because whenever I would listen to that, that was during when I was starting to get my when I was going through having panic attacks, when my depression was actually
getting this
pretty
edge
bad
piece
in school.
here. You just want to tape it down on the edge like so. Helps keep the plastic bag from falling back inside the mouth.
Like that's when my anxiety and my depression really started to kick me. It was like middle school going into high school. That's when when my one friend introduced me to that song. Because it's not really old, but that's a classic song that I sit there and think everything.
There we go.
You know.
Let's see what we're doing out here. Yeah, if you want to message tomorrow, Starfish, that's fine. That's totally fine. And as long as you have that email, that should be just fine. Also, I think if you look on my YouTube channel as well, in the About section, it has my email at the very bottom, but it's only for business emails. So this, I would call this business. So you're good there. Yeah, I don't use the email very much, so I will check it specifically because you're going to be using it. So, yep.
Okay, what email username are we looking for? Is it the same as the YouTube one?
They will let me know in the email.
Okay.
I'm not going to announce their email over the stream.
I know. I just want to make sure to know what you're looking for. That's all.
Yep, I will know when I see it. Yes. Yeah.
We'll make sure I'm going to do a good job on it. At least, because I get off. Yes. They have me working till 4:30, but I always get off 30 minutes early.
That's fine. I do not. Also, I would say a really great way to help this go along really easy for you, Starfish, also is to go ahead and send your ref to that email, and that way we can go ahead and I can forward that stuff to my mate, and then she can go ahead and work on that piece, and then there won't be any extra in between time to take up for that. So that way it'll be easier for you, easier for her, and you'll get your sketch back a lot sooner. So I got the resin head. Foam head. We're almost done patterning, which is awesome. Pretty cool. It's always good to use a little extra of a plastic bag inside the mouth, apparently, because the tape tends to eat it up a little bit. Kind of pulls it away.
I like funding for all my phone that I use for music.
And then what you can do then is when you get that part pattern out, you want to remove it, comes out a nice big piece, and you cut it right down the middle, and you get even halves, and then you make patterns, stitch them together, and then that's your liner. Yeah. Seems to work pretty well that way. Well, because I feel like I'm not getting a really good shot here for you. I'm sorry if the place looks like a mess, but this is the thing. This is the mouthwear patterning, and if it looks like a ghost, I'm sorry. I'll drop that down just a little for you here. There. Is that a little better? Hopefully that's a little better. Now it's a little dark for me now, but I think I can still manage. Yeah.
Oh, cool. You can kind of see it on the other side of the table.
Yeah, someone is over there. See that hand? That is the artist hand. That is the sketcher. There we go. That'd be your Skyrim name, the sketcher. Maybe. Or if you were a character from The Witcher, maybe you'd be the sketcher. Smoke Master. Why would you be a smoke master?
I cut meats for a living, hon.
Oh, God, I see. Okay. You never had any cereals for 2 decades. Last time I ate cereal was when I was preteen, if I could remember. Yep, you have a good night too, Starfish. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you for joining us. You have a good night. I think the last cereal I had was either a chocolate cinnamon toast crunch, chocolate Chex cereal, or honey nut Cheerios, and I like them all. I really do. I would definitely say the chocolate cinnamon toast crunch is a wonderful treat that they actually discontinued for like 2 or 3 years, and they brought it back, and I was like, yes. And the funny thing is that I actually had Google Earth take a photograph of me holding a box of that back in 2015 in front of a place I used to work for. And I saw the Google Mobile, and I'm like, oh, it's them. And I started waving at them and holding up the box of cereal and just doing really crazy facial expressions. And I don't know if I'll ever find that photograph again, but for like a few years, it was on the map. If you look in that parking lot, and if you go from the year 2015, you just see me there like waving crazily at the truck holding a box of cereal. It's funny. Also, I want to say some crazy stuff that happened also this week is like I've said earlier in the stream, we did a 1065 balloon inflation video, and we had to use these little mini air pumps, and you plug them into the wall, and they sound like little mini vacuum cleaners. And
did you try harmonizing with them a couple times?
And
I'm being serious. Wow, I thought you did because apparently it's because there was multiple going off at once.
What happened was we had to inflate the balloons and such, and it only takes like 5 seconds to inflate the balloon, and we got 3 of these going on, and the people that were helping me with it, they're just like all those poor neighbors, they're probably wondering why we can't get the vacuum cleaner fixed, because it just sounds like a vacuum cleaner, like somebody turns it on for a few seconds and turns it off, turns it on, turns it off. It just sounded like we couldn't get a vacuum cleaner started. And then like when we were finished the video, it was time to pop the balloons. It sounded like there were gunshots going off. It was just like those poor neighbors probably think there's somebody like a shootout going on over here. Because we had little thumbtack pins, and then we had a staple gun. We actually brought a staple gun in and started shooting them with a staple gun. And that was amazing. It was like so. Like in less than 10 minutes, all the balloons were gone. Like it was something else. Like blowing them up was cool, playing in it was cool, and then when you pop, it was just pop, 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 pop. What? What are you?
Because of me doing the crazy
Oh yes,
poppies.
you doing your little pop culture thing. Pop, 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 pop. Cutie.
I'm just very annoying.
You were dangerous.
I just felt like I was like very annoying earlier already. Me and my self-conscious side.
What do you mean?
I just felt like I was annoying.
Annoying when?
When I was trying to do like a talk thingy or whatever, and then I felt like I kept interrupting you, so I silenced myself. I'm like, I'm being annoying.
Not interrupting. No, it's I just try to make sure I'm keeping engaged while listening to you. Because you know I'm a multitasker.
I know.
Sometimes I can't listen to everything though, because I gotta make sure. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the mouth is almost completely patterned, which is awesome. Like some people use cling wrap for this. That's just I don't have cling wrap at the moment unless I like ran out to the store and grabbed some. There's that. Yeah, I think I can't remember the last time I had Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. It was either like 2010. It was either 2010 or 1997. Yeah, it's been that long. Yeah, and back in the 90s, honeycomb was a big cereal that people like. Honeycomb. You had Lucky Charms. You had.
I need to buy honeycomb.
What else did you have? You had, of course, you had your Cheerios. Frosted Cheerios are actually amazing. Actually, if you've ever had Frosted Cheerios, those are really good. They had Pops was actually a thing. Pop cereal. I tried it.
Honey Smacks was my thing.
I never had Honey Smacks.
I had the mascot as a toy.
What is their mascot? Friends tell me about having a mascot.
I think I can't remember if it was a frog or a bear. It was one of the two.
I think it was a frog.
I was gonna say, over in Japan they have a cereal called Bleach.
I think I did know that. I think so.
Bleach. I'm looking at it like, no.
Do you still like them, or did you just kind of fall out with them? The Frosted Flakes. Zachy. Doesn't it flavors do change, especially like when you go to your teenage years, your flavors, your likes for things? Because like back, like oh my gosh, like I used to eat weird stuff as a kid. Like I would snack on like hot dogs straight out of the pack. I would eat bacon bits and.
Oh, I would
eat spaghetti with salt sprinkled on it, and that would be it. Spaghetti and salt. I know, weird stuff. Like how in the world did I make it this far?
I ate raw potatoes.
How did I survive?
Like I'd cut them up and I'd eat them raw.
I think I've tried raw potatoes maybe once. Like I never used to eat salads. Salads were like I hated salads, and then like I started like being more active and I started working out. I'm like, I want to eat salads. And I remember my first time I put a piece of lettuce in my mouth and I put pepper on it. For some reason, I thought pepper fixed everything. Because pepper is like the cure-all.
God, I know.
Ooh, our connection kind of got a little wonky there, it looks like. But you know what? It's time for another drawing. I guess you call it a drawing. It's time for another drawing. Whoever is in the stream right now that would like to win a free sketch of their Sona or their original character, we are going to be doing a drawing here. And if you want to be in it, say, type in the comments that you are here. Type here, and you will be entered. And the details to get that piece to you will be through my email or through we'll just go with that through my email. And what we're going to do this drawing is we're going to pick a letter at random. We already picked the letter S, so we're not picking the letter S again, unless we have someone in here that has the letter S that's new. I don't see. I think everyone's got. Okay. So it's going to be, I'm going to ask my mate a letter to pick at random. And that letter is going to be chosen for the name of the person that's in the chat that has the first letter of their name. So if that is the letter, we're going to scroll through the chat. If there's somebody that has that letter also as their first name, we'll pick a different one. So A. Johnson's here. Good, good. Who else is here that would like to be in this drawing? We're going to pick a letter, and whoever's name begins with that letter. Angel Kitty, very good. Yep. I'll give them about another minute to respond, and then we'll go ahead and do that raffle. Excuse me. Oh, that's looking mighty fine.
That's gonna be the new form of that I'm gonna need to have.
I like the mask. The mask idea is pretty nice.
This is what happens when I like Hawks from My Hero Academia. That's
Very
where the
nice.
goggles are from. That's why the wings are the way they are.
I like that. It's pretty nice.
There's a bigger set at the top.
Let's see who else is here. Make sure everybody's here. So we got 3 people here that said they are here. Anyone else like to be in this drawing? Whoever would like to have their persona or original character sketched out as a free sketch and sent to them through email, please let us know. We'll be doing that drawing here in just a moment. Because I got 3 people that said they're here. If there's not anyone else, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. Okay, Cole Veer is here. Okay, we got 4 people. We're going to go ahead and go with this. No more entries at this point because we already have 4, and we're going to go ahead and start. So, go ahead. So, Fan, what is? I want to ask. Sorry, the phone fell over. Okay. So,
Stop. There you go.
Okay. Pick a letter from the letter A to the letter Z. You don't have to pick a very common letter. You can pick any letter. And that will be the person that will, the name that begins with that letter will be the one that wins the sketch. Thinking of a Q. Thinking of a Q. Let's see.
Get my boy talking to me.
There is not a Q. Try another letter.
Wow, and you told me to think of something that doesn't have to be common.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna go. My first choice was L.
Let's see. Is there an L? Let's see if there is an L. There is not an L for the first letter.
This feels like Hangman, except I'm not gonna get killed. I didn't really like that game at Hangman, by the way. That's what that was about. R.
Ooh, let's see. There might be an R. Let's take a look here.
Rich.
There is not an R.
Oh my god! All these
you do have 2 people in the chat that have a letter that starts with the first of their name. You have 2 that have the same. So I'll go ahead and tell you which letter that is to make it a little easier. It's the letter A. You have 2 people that have entered that have the letter A that begins. So those people would not be disqualified per se. I would say pick the next letter after that.
C.
Oh, let's see.
Let's see if anyone's got a C. Probably not.
We do have a C, actually.
Oh, thank God. I can stop feeling guilty for myself.
Yeah, we actually do have a C. It's for, who is this? Cole Veer. Cole Veer, hello. Looks like you have won a spot for a free sketch.
Sitting here like...
What is your preferred term of contact? How do you like to be contacted? Do you have a Twitter account, or would you like me to send you by email? Twitter's maybe a little more secure, but if you want me to send email, I can leave you my... You have a Twitter. Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, I will tell you what, let's... what is your Twitter? That actually might make it a little easier if you don't mind sharing that, if that's okay with you. If you're comfortable with that. If not, I can have my mate send you her Twitter contact. because then once you do get that connected through Twitter, you can communicate with the artist directly and send your reference of your character. Sure, yeah, go ahead, take your time. You can log into your account. Take your time there. Not a problem. I'm just gonna make sure this is looking fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. I gotta make sure I'm getting on top of this. Getting this part done here. I think the mouth is patterned. I think I can actually remove that, which is great.
I didn't even tap it. What the heck? Slow as hell.
Sorry.
It's fine.
There we go.
Because Boost Mobile sucks.
Boost Mobile is not so. It doesn't give you quite the boost you expected, did it?
No, they flat out just like lie to you.
Yeah, we might have to go with the Verizon. Maybe.
Like ASAP, because this is tiresome.
Yeah, we're trying to find a good internet / phone provider for my mate, because we thought switching to this one provider, Boost Mobile, was going to be the answer, and apparently it's
destroyed every form of me trying to survive and have fun.
basically as soon as you reach that data limit, which is incredibly fast, you lose all abilities to use your phone, and it's extremely hard to get Wi-Fi, and the phone goes really, really slow. I'm like snail slow with loading anything. So we're thinking possibly like pairing up our plan to like a package deal or something like that for Verizon. But if there's something else that would work for her, that's, you know. Oh, Zaki has a good option here.
Yeah, because he sat there and asked me, he's like, "Did you already use up all of your data?" And he put a laughing face up. I'm like, "Yeah, Zach, I did."
Have they heard of Boost Mobile?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah. Like with mine, like with Verizon, even if you reach that point, they just tack on a few extra dollars. They don't cut your service. They're like, use a little extra. Here's a few charges for that, but we'll let you keep using your phone.
Or Boost Mobile's like, we're gonna slow your stuff down, but we're not gonna charge extra. It's like, is it really that hard?
It's just a lot. It's more convenient to just give you the charges later and let you keep using your service. Because what if you like desperately need to use your phone and they cut your things? You need to message somebody or something. It's kind of like being in the middle of nowhere and having no service, kind of thing. Here we go. Oh, that mouse is looking pretty good.
I thought we both said this.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious.
You are.
Oh, Serena's here. Starshine Squirrel. Hello.
Hey!
I'm glad you could make it. Currently taping up the mouth here on this here, trying to get a pattern because
Bam, boy.
Ooh, that looks smashingly good.
I need all 4 of those wings for doing a rec sheet, because that would be 2.0.
Okay, the mouth is good. I'm gonna
my ankle.
draw the. I'm sorry, your ankle hurts.
I'm just waiting for the other person.
Chat.
I will post up on my channel that I have 2 pieces to work.
Where's that tape at? Okay. I think that'll work. Looks pretty solid. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and draw this. I need a Sharpie. Sharpie. I use the Sharpie. I prefer not using a green, but it's what I got. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. If Twitter's not working for you, you can actually use my business email. I don't normally give this out in live streams, but you can reach me. You can reach my email. It's thefoxstash@gmail.com. That is, of course, the letter fox, the letter stash, like stashing away something, like stashing tea into a box. That would be thefoxstash@gmail.com. That's how you can reach me. And when you do reach me, just, of course, tell me who you are and send your reference as an attachment of your original character or your persona. And I will forward that information to the artist that will be doing your sketch for you, and we will get that taken care of for you.
Yo-ho.
My gosh, my teeth are so white in this video. Oh, look, there's.
I gotta like hug the table. Hello.
Hi.
I gotta like kind of hug.
Let's create something together.
I already made Fen have 4 wings, but that's enough. And have a mohawk on top of that.
A mohawk.
Mohawk with.
Mohawk.
She has the. Oh my god, my neck.
She has the oh my gosh.
Anyway, was it the red tipped hawk?
Mm-hmm.
I have those as her big set of wings, and then she has these smaller owl wings.
That's cool.
That's what it's originally supposed to be.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I'm gonna have to ask Cherry. Oh no.
You're fine. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually drawing. If you can actually see me, I feel like the contrast is so bright on this thing.
Maybe because of the ring light.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm sure it's the ring light. But what I'm doing is I'm actually drawing the outline here for the pattern, and then that will be transferred over to the fabric, and then that will be put inside the mouth as the lining. It will be all happy doo-dah-day and all that good stuff. So yeah. So for this, I'm actually going to go ahead and draw the line down the middle. Make life easy for all of us. There we go. I'm going to reach inside the head. Like every fursuit head is like a unique experience. Like every head comes out just a little different because it's fluid. It's very
like by genders.
There we go. And I'm going to draw that line out there, and I'm actually going to remove the pattern because the pattern's actually already cast. There we got the pattern cast. And I'll just do some trimming here, refine it a little bit. And what I'm going to do is when I get this off, I'm going to flip it onto the fabric. And that'll create it's going to fit like a glove, like a perfect fit.
I forgot I was going to text Cherry.
There we go. Just remove the extra. And I also want to make sure who else is here. Oh, let's see. A. Johnson. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I mean, hey, everybody starts somewhere with sewing. I mean, my first, what the heck did I even first sew? I'm trying to remember what I had even first started. I think a balaclava was the first thing I had sewn, and it was not the best at all. It had like no stretch to it. Like when you would put it on, it just like would crush your face. Like it was a terrible size. But anyway, this is how you remove it. You just take it out like that. See, I got your pattern of the mouth right there. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it's pretty accurate. It is pretty spot on accurate. And then you just draw the line down the middle. I wish you could see this thing a little better.
I wish Zachy was on the phone.
Let's draw that line down there.
Maybe sad.
I'm going to actually go ahead and draw so you can see. I know you wish they were your neighbor. I know.
I want Zachy my neighbor. Because then you get to visit the cats as much as you want. Zachy got a bunch of kitties.
Mm-hmm.
And plus free internet.
Okay. Now this is for the top of the mouth. And I'm actually going to create these little hatch lines here, you can see. And that'll allow me to flip the design, keep it all in order, and that'll go in the top of the mouth. And that's what I'm using with the sparkle fleece, which is this, if you can see, sparkle fleece. Anyway. Oh, my phone says it's at 15% power. That's not fun.
Do you want to pick up your phone?
Possibly. I'm actually probably going to end the stream in a little bit, but I'll keep it going until it gets critical. Critical.
Oh my goodness, it's not in there?
Psych! There is no charger cord.
When you use the switch.
Oh, here, Fen, I got the,
Fuck it up.
Colvier's Twitter is at da Zypher. At DA, it's capital DA, excuse me, capital D, lowercase a. Z, capital Z, rather.
Mm-hmm.
And then lowercase YPHER. Oh, yeah, good. I'm glad Lunatic for Life got both doses of vaccine. I'm glad you are protected.
My phone's gonna be very slow because Booth can go suck my big toe.
Yeah, I may get the vaccine if it becomes available for me.
It now wants to sit there and pop up.
Because I don't want to take it from people that need it first, you know, especially like, what do you call that? Front like, is it called frontline workers or something like that?
I can't message them.
Why can't you message them?
It's not popping up with a envelope to let me message them. It just gives me the option to follow.
You have to follow them first before you message them.
Really? No, doesn't work that way. You tell me what's up. It's probably one of the options. Because I give people the option to message as well, but it lets me have the choice to receive a message or not.
It looks like Fen can't message on Twitter for some reason. Okay. I think he said he's going to fix that for you.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
That is
not
a thing
a problem.
that does happen because it's security and privacy matters, which is totally understandable. So that started off that way. See if I liked it, and honestly, I didn't like it. So.
Yeah, like who are you protecting yourself from? You know, like
possible scammers, art theft.
Politicians.
Oh yes, politicians at the
true art theft does exist. I almost forgot about
larceny,
that.
like what's her face in the furry fandom?
But
here we go. I'm gonna use my Switch charger.
Okay, so I got the mouth pattern bow here.
Here we go. Use my Switch charger.
I hope it doesn't crash the stream.
I don't think the Switch is gonna do that.
Good.
There we go.
Oh, thanks. Now the stream's never going to end.
Exactly.
It's going to go on forever. Okay, so that's that part. Gotta make sure I'm keeping an eye on this.
All right, sent the message.
Thank you. Here we go. Okay, great. She just sent you the message, so perfect.
Literally, I can finally message.
Yeah, I actually used to be really freaked out by needles. I'm not really anymore. I used to stare at them as they put it in there. I actually look over and they're like, "You sure you want to look?" I'm like, yeah, I want to watch. Now I don't watch. That's when I was younger. For some reason, I thought watching would make it easier because I could see what they were doing. I guess it's like a trust thing or something. It's like, you trust me, don't you? Should I? I don't know you. Yes, because they're being paid to take care of you. And they are under oath to make sure that you are well, to make sure that you are being treated with the uttermost care, that you are, there to be well. And that's just how that part goes. I'm just checking the fit to make sure the pattern fits. Do any of you ever experience when it gets like super hot in a room and you just don't know why it gets so hot? Like you're in like other rooms in the house and then you go into the room that you're supposed to be in and it's hot. It's like, ugh, it's like steaming hot, and it's like the heat is only at 68 degrees and it's like really just toasty.
This feels warm to me. Then again, I like the heat. I like the sun. I like all
You
things where it
are
burns my skin.
you are a hot house plant.
That's why I have a fennec fox maned wolf hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
One lives in South America. I forgot where fennecs live. I'm sorry.
Sahara, I think.
Do they?
I think fennecs live in the Sahara.
Yeah, they got big ears. Excuse me. I wasn't trying to dance like Denki, but we're gonna dance like Denki.
But anyway, yeah, you should, if it means your health, it's worth the brief uncomfortability that you'll be experiencing with a needle. Consider a quick prick with a needle that you're really not going to feel much of, to potentially being sick in. I'm talking like possibly the sickest you've ever felt, laying in bed, not being able to get up, being dehydrated, having headaches, the whole thing. Yeah, like not only that, but getting pneumonia on top of that. You don't want to get pneumonia. That's like the worst thing that can happen to you.
He got a cute boy. Look at the cute.
I see. That's cute.
Like it.
There we go. I marked the mouth pattern. It says top mouth.
Ooh, kit crafts. That's refugees.
Okay, so the next thing I need to do in order for this to work is I actually need to flatten this image, because there's no way I can make a pattern like this. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take these areas that are flat, like so, and I'm actually going to draw a line.
Eat my bakugo onto the bed.
I'm going to draw a line probably here over, because I don't want to have a seam showing up here, because that's not going to look as nice.
My pink facing up because I feel more feminine.
That's fine.
That's why I was sad. I'm gonna go like halfway into the sketchbook because I also have my shadow work in my sketchbook. Okay. I have to get the other one out because I just filled this one up. Let's see.
Laughing like a tea kettle.
Boy.
Yeah, I would say the worst pain I've ever experienced with needles is an IV. IVs, they're not a flu shot. They're not drawing blood. They're not like, donating blood drive, all that stuff. They don't use a butterfly needle. Butterfly needles are the smallest you can get. They give those to kids. But IVs are something that they hurt like the devil. They really, really hurt. And I'm not trying to say it to scare anybody. I'm just saying a fact. Like I was poked, was it 5 or 7 times in the left hand, 7 times in this arm, 7 times in this arm, and like 5 in this hand. And it could not get a vein because I was severely dehydrated and I had low oxygen. I was like almost like I was dying basically. My pneumonia was so bad. I had it in both lungs and I had bacterial pneumonia. And they're like,
okay, also I gave them the follow.
And they're like, how are we going to like treat this? So I had to be in the hospital for a week, hooked to a machine and IVs, and that was before COVID. That was 2003 or so. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, this stuff knocked me off my feet. And then I gave it to my mom by accident, and she was in the hospital as well. And I don't know where I caught it from, but this stuff could kill you. That's how bad it was. It was like really, really bad. Antibiotics weren't working either. It was like antibiotic resistant pneumonia, which is really not fun to have. So anyway, here we go. We got our fleece back out.
Okay, I'm gonna look at some different pose references so I can sit there and draw.
And this is how you do your pattern. You go ahead and take your piece, and you want to lay it on the back side of your your fabric, like so. I want to show you like this, a little easier. And you go ahead and take for this I like to use a silver pen, silver Sharpie. Shows up really nice. You want to draw your design. This is going to be the seam that you're actually going to be sewing on. You don't want to cut all the way up to this because you want to give yourself a little bit of a seam allowance. Now, since this is lining and fleece does stretch, it does not need to be perfect. Just a very general outline of this. Excuse me. Oh gosh, pardon me. That was very,
Messing with a
very
cat.
rude of me. Okay. So once you get the one side, you want to take your pattern and then you flip it opposite. So you have a right-hand side and a left-hand side. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing this for the lining of the mouth, but it's going to create a much more cohesive looking piece, and it's going to look a lot nicer. And it looks like I'm going to have to hand sew this piece, so plan on being with me for a little while, because this sewing machines and fleece are not the best of friends. And you can do this on a sewing machine, but I would recommend using some kind of interface to keep your fleece from bunching up and such. Okay. So we got our pieces there, and now we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it. I'm going to use this. This is going to have a very marginal seam allowance, so I'm going to just cut just ever so slightly out of the edge, like less than 1/4 of an inch per se. So I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. Take it like so and just cut just outside that silver marker. I hope I did this correctly. I hecking hope I did this right. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did it right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, that's something I've cannot talk. Gosh, something that I kind of have experienced a little with respiratory illness is that it does do something to your voice. Like if it's really bad, it can. Because like I would say like 7 years ago, I had a really smooth higher tone in voice, and I had strep throat, and I think it did something to my vocal cords. I can't say exactly what it did, but that inflammation is very destructive to the human body. Not only does it cause swelling, it also can cause pain. It can cause tissue damage, especially if you have those soft tissues like around your the vocal cords and vocal folds. The actual edge of your vocal cords is actually a very thin membrane of skin. And just like calluses on your hands, if those cords get abrased too much, or if they get too much friction or just too much damage, they will actually get calluses on them, and it will cause them to stiffen up. And when you have stiff vocal cords, you cannot reach a higher register of speech or singing. And when you do reach for that, it sounds like you're straining, and it can sound kind of a little bit rough, almost like a buzzing sound. Same as you may have noticed with some singers, is they will take like a break from singing sometimes. Like a great example is Adele. Adele is a great example of a singer that all but lost her voice from overuse. She was, her earlier career, she had a much softer, smoother voice, which just a light amount of rasp in her voice. And then in her later career, she just got a really pronounced bite in her singing style. Like her voice had a lot of bite in it, which almost sounded too raspy at times. And then she had gotten, I think she had gotten vocal repair surgery and whatnot, and then her voice was better. And then shortly after, she retired from her singing career. You will notice some distinct differences. Like from her earlier pieces, like "Set Fire to the Rain" to something like "Skyfall," the song "Skyfall." Just listening between those songs, listen to the period between them, and you will notice how her voice just got raspier and raspier. And then there are some singers that actually sound as good today as the day when they started. I don't know how they do it, but vocal warm-ups are good. Take care of your voice, eat healthy, exercise, the general thing. Excuse me. Let's see here.
I'll make a blow a bubble with
Also, what helps Peppermint Cookie also is to think of outside the office. Think of outside the chair. Think of what's going on outside. completely captivate your mind with what's going on. Think about what makes you happy. Think about fursuits. Think about, um, you know, fun with family, with friends, or just think about positive, happy thoughts. And if you allow yourself to get lost in those happy thoughts, you won't even realize the needle has happened, that you got the shot. Also, I would recommend that when you do get the shot, ask them to not tell you when they're giving it to you, because that way you're not really going to know when they're giving it to you. And by the time you think they're giving it to you, the shot, it's already done. That's like what I do when I get a shot. I look away and I think about what's going on out there. And then when I actually feel like they're doing something, it's already done. Because when they give you the shot, the needle actually shoots up inside of the syringe when they're done with it. It's part of the vacuum effect, so the needle doesn't stay on your skin. It stays in your skin for maybe 2 seconds tops, and then it pulls the needle out of your skin and sucks it into the container. So you don't ever have to worry about the needle getting stuck in your skin after that.
Like people like put on TeaFox, like they're like, you explain to me where I need to go, bruh. It's like it's a new way they do it. Calm down. It's not gonna kill you. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Also for Zeph's, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna make it where he's blowing a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Bubble gum.
Oh, that's cute.
Bubble gum boy.
That's cute.
Just get that look of like what he's doing my thing.
Mm-hmm. Doing your cute thing. Okay, so we got our pattern pieces cut out. They look pretty good. Relatively identical, which is exactly what we wanted. It does have a little bit of glue on this side, and that was from the original procedure when I was trying to glue it down. But it's not too much that it'll keep it from sticking, so that's a plus. So what we have to do next is we have to stitch these parts together. Kind of looks like a hungry trash can, but you just gotta stitch these parts together. And then when that part is done, we'll turn it out like so. And you'll do the same with this piece. And then you'll match them up together, and then you'll stitch it together. And then you glue it inside the mouth, and it fits perfectly. No extra stretching, no tugging. It fits. I will try to keep on top of this chat as much as possible, but I am going to have to try to do a little bit of speeding up here, just a little bit. YouTube probably wonders why I'm doing such a long stream. They're like, what is he doing? I'm like, I am crafting. This is a 24-hour stream. My gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Oh my gosh, I know some people do streams like that. How on earth do they keep their cameras going for hours and hours? Like, I'd like to see how that's done. Doing live feeds. Like, where does all that memory and information go? Or if you see those things like those 24-hour, like those creepypastas, or 24 hours of scary stories, or even 24 hours of music, I'm like, where do you get all this music from? Are you like constantly like, compiling these, and then you let it run for a few hours, and then you take a nap, and then you get up, and then you do it again and keep the music flowing? Is that how you do it? Like, almost like DJing at a radio station. But anyway, this is what you do. You go ahead and pin these, clip these together with these wonderful Wonder Clips that I have been so fortunate to find. Gotta love those Wonder Clippies. There we go, got that. And I need to find some blue thread. If not, blue purple will do as well. Fen, could you possibly please hand me that blue thread over there, please?
Which blue?
The one down there on the end, kind of chilling there. Yep, that's it. Thanks. Okay. This is the thread I'm using. It's a matching color. So I can grab that. And all my needles are missing, so let me see where they got to. Yeah, I don't know where my needles get to. I lose my needles so much. I'm surprised I haven't found one that's sticking out of the bottom of my foot yet.
Don't say that.
I don't know how I lose needles all the time, though. I'm very bad at that. Is it sticking on the bottom here? Oh, I see it. I see it. My needles. Some of the best needles I've found to use are actually gold dipped needles. Please focus for the fam. I would just kind of hold up to me, but this is this part right here. The eye of the needle is actually dipped in gold plated, and it allows your thread to glide silky smooth without it ripping or fraying. Now, I've had this for a few years, so the gold's worn off, but it's really nice to get those kind of needles. Okay, I got my thread. Just gotta thread the needle. If you don't have a needle threader that threads your eyes, you can just eyeball it basically, and it's not super hard. I don't use super tiny needles because I don't see a reason for going like ridiculously small where it's hard to see or anything. Because it's just medium-sized needle works pretty well. I believe these are. I think this is Singer. I think this is a Singer brand. I would definitely go with a premium needle. Don't go off-brand needle. Here's why. You want a needle that's going to bend over time, because this needle's not perfectly straight. I've used it so much as a slight bend to it. And that's actually what you want. You want a needle that can bend, because if you don't, your needle may snap and you don't have a needle anymore. That's a sign that your needle is toughened steel. It's not hard steel, because hard steel, you can't scratch hard steel. It'll just snap and it'll have the piece fly off everywhere. So yes, I think Singer has these. I got this in a sewing kit. It came with the gold needles and also came with some curved needles. I unfortunately did snap my curved needle, but it was good to me while it lasted. So there's that. Now I want to be looking down at this, but I will try to keep an eye on everybody that's so awesome to stay with the chat this evening. Thank you so very much. Yes, I know, Zachy. That's exactly what I mean. Like, yeah, I think it's kind of like the radio DJs. They'll have something made, like, they'll just throw together a playlist and they'll let it play, and then when the playlist is running its end, they're like, okay, now here's the next batch, and kind of thing.
Sometimes people go up and ask for requests, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep it going.
Yes. That's pretty nice. There we go. Oh, I want to get a trampoline for the yard so much. But for things like this, like the lining of a mouth, it is pretty good to use a thread that matches. Just in case for some reason your stitching is a little loose or something, you don't want to see white thread popping through on a black lining. That's just going to really stand out and not look good. Yeah, even though this has glue on the back of it, I think it's still going to sew just fine. It should. You may notice some resistance if this does happen, but just try to push through that if you can. Oh yeah, if you'd like to link me later on Telegram, that'd be fine. That'd be totally fine.
All right.
Ah, snapdragons. There we go. There we go.
So if people want to know how avid of video games I play, let's talk about yesterday in the parking lot of Martin's. I'm playing Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross.
Mm-hmm.
That's
how did it go? How did the Seven Deadly Sins game go?
It's a turn-based combat game, and they'll have special collab events like they did the Shingeki no Kyojin and Nanatsu no Taizai collab, and I got all of Eren, Mikasa, and Levi is my strongest one.
Mm-hmm.
Over 36,000 in combat power.
36,000, dear goodness. One thing you may notice also with your needle, if you do sew through some of the glue is you'll get a little tackiness to your needle. It'll come off. You just got to use a little rubbing alcohol or just rub it on your pants leg or shirt, and it takes care of the tackiness.
All I gotta do is put this in the pen.
There we go.
But this should
I like Legos.
That was random. What? Or did someone mention that in the chat?
No, I like Legos.
Oh,
I'm being random.
yeet.
No, like the greatest pain ever known to man is going to be Dungeons and Dragons dice and Legos.
It has to be the pyramid dice.
The pyramid dice.
Good God Almighty! Someone's gonna die by that.
Death by pyramid dice.
Yeah. I keep forgetting. I also have a friend that it's not Zephyr, it's Zephyr, and the E and the Y is mixed.
Really?
I almost put the wrong one.
Oh snap!
All I gotta do now.
Well, this is almost done. I'm just running this through with a straight stitch. I don't think a whip stitch is necessary for this. I mean, unless you really want to be precise and whatnot. Because I mean, it will stretch a little bit, but it's patterned, so it doesn't need to stretch. Even though it's fleece, it will stretch a little though, just a little bit.
This is the idea I have.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I like that. That's good. Good choice.
I'm gonna try something completely different out of my zone. So
that's a good luck.
Now is the inking part.
Oh.
I was like, he's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, it's so basic. I'm like, you're fine.
Basic's fine, actually.
And I do want to bring this up because I think it's very important for people to know. This goes for any fandom. It goes for any character that you create. I told him about, because he told me, he's like, it seems basic, but he's also a little bit abnormal. I'm like, okay, that's totally fine, because that's how you created him. And I was telling him about how mine's a mix of a maned wolf and a flying fox who both live in hot climate. I like hot climate. I don't live there, but I love it. And that's why I did. And he's like, I'm actually just a little bit hesitant to sit there and do that. Like, that's the beauty of this fandom. Push beyond the limits. You're allowed to go outside the box and combine what you want. Like, the first thing that popped in my head was like an anteater mixed with an armadillo. Or like fuse a different animal with a pangolin. Like, it's...
A pangolin?
A pangolin, yeah. Pangolin. They're part of like the armadillo echidna family.
What is a pangolin? Oh, that, yes.
And so it's like... It's made to, you can sit there and bring werewolves, you can bring in unicorns. We already know the unicorn quad suit that's used in Vines all the freaking time. We all know that infamous one.
That's fine if you like NFL football. That's totally fine. Like, I myself, like, I enjoy soccer. Soccer is like, I like something that's a high energy, fast paced, constant fluid motion.
Rugby, MMA. MMA is really good for me.
Yeah, like.
I'm very violent. I'm the violent one out of the both of us. But yeah, like that, back to being on track with what I was saying was, that's the beauty of the fandom. Create outside the box. Someone says, that's not realistic. That's the point.
It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be fantasy.
I forgot. There was this one creature. People have seen it on Twitter. I forgot what the animal is. The real animal.
So this is what we have so far for the lining.
The proportions are so weird that people are like, oh, make sure you check because I don't think it's right.
Pretty accurate.
Have you seen what it looks like? It can go like that, and its neck is long, and it's like...
The long neck.
Like, what are you? I think it started with an R or something. I don't remember what it was, but I'm just looking at it like, why does this exist?
This is how it's supposed to look. Like this.
What's more believable?
Hot air
horse
balloon.
with a horn, or a 7-foot long-necked animal that's spotted like a leopard and it can gallop at you and kick a lion in the head and kill it with one blow.
Yeah.
And it can run 30 miles per hour. Which is more believable here?
A liger.
Oh yeah, the babies.
They're not small. They're huge. They're the biggest feline
but they're
ever.
Always baby to me.
What are you drawing? A liger.
Making me go back to Zoids, hon. Oh, Zoids is like everything to me. Like I have it on my Switch. I love I love Zoids. Like that was one of my first few animes I've watched when I was little. The very first one was Inuyasha. The second one was Zoids. And then Astro Boy was another one actually.
Oh.
And then when I was like later on in elementary school, it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Unicorn.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon were the ones that caught on.
Zaki says, then you just want to see a hippogriff. A hippogriff.
No one's done a hippogriff fursuit. Shut up.
That's funny.
Me and Zachy are like this all the time, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Uniqueness.
Zachy and I, we've been friends for over 3 years.
Yay!
We see each other as siblings,
Yay!
and we like to be aggressive with our fandoms of being in the supernatural fandom and whatnot. There's so much drama swirling within the ships, I swear.
Jensen Ackles needs to be Batman.
Thank you.
We need the Batman.
He also needs to be Red Hood.
Yeah, he could be. He would make a great Red Hood.
No,
also.
he's also he was also in an animated Red Hood thing.
His eyes are just burning emeralds. They're like perfect.
Zachy's gonna make a comment at some point about this. I know he is.
First Wishbone, now,
The charming neighbor next door.
Mhm.
To your daughter calls you Daddy too, and Batman.
Oh my.
You know what's bad is that oh my god, how the first time I seen him,
Seen whom?
Jensen Ackles
Yes.
on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this was actually back when I saw Footlong Heroes or whatever. That was the first time I ever saw him.
Zachy said we've been friends since 5 or 6 years, maybe.
That's why I said over 3 years. I wasn't really sure. Stop judging me. Oh my god.
Speaking of Astro Boy, hold on a second. Speaking of Astro Boy, have you seen Kimba the White Lion? By the same creator. I'm not really into anime, but that one she really enjoys.
Oh, I've heard about it. I've seen snippets of it, but I want to actually see that in full.
Say Arlie, they it sounds almost like the quad suit of Sniper almost. A hippogriff. Kind of sounds like that in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Get Beast Cub to make that.
But I sat there the first time I saw him was on. Oh, I think it was called Footlong Heroes. I don't remember. It was the character. All the characters were in running a little subway shop thing.
Oh yeah.
And when he took the mohawk down and stuff like that, I asked my mom who he was, and then I started crushing over him, schoolgirl crush over him, for a while, and then after several years, especially the supernatural fandom, and the Dark Angel fandom, I ended up slowly easing out of that stage. Took several years, but slowed out. And I sat there and looked at him that was very unhealthy, because that man was over 18 years older than I ever was. I just realized that though. I have a thing for older guys.
Oh, whatever gave you that idea?
Like my mom.
You youngin'.
You don't talk to me like that. And that's the truth.
Little whippersnapper.
No. Stop talking like you're from Old Yeller. Stop it. I don't want that in the relationship.
Wait, you want me to say here, boy?
What? You would.
I'm just kidding.
You would, though. Don't lie like that. You would. We already know I'm not a good boy though. I'm very moody.
Today you weren't a good boy.
No, I wasn't.
But other days you're good.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know where you see that at, but that's fine. Exactly, I will answer your message on Telegram, but as of now, I am so focused on doodling.
That's good. And I miss, oh gosh, I miss the Pillsbury
Doughboy?
peel and, yeah, of course. Yeah, I miss hanging out with the Pillsbury Doughboy, totally. I was gonna say I miss the cookies, the little canister you twist and pop open. You put the sugar cookies on the tray. I miss those. Those were nice.
I
It was
never
my
had those.
childhood. You had them. I made them for you. I thought. Didn't I make the pumpkins? Didn't I make the pumpkin themed Pillsbury Halloween sugar cookies and put them on the pan? I thought I did.
I don't remember it at all.
I was sure I had done that.
I need more fish in my diet. I can't remember anything.
Need more brain food.
Yeah, fish.
Fish food.
Go to work with a fishy breast. People can leave me alone.
Pretty much.
That's like the best way to sit there. You don't want to talk to anybody. Have fish breath.
Oh my gosh.
Get
some Mentos.
And then if you're like me, where you don't have a sense of smell since birth, it won't affect you whenever you're wearing a face mask.
Oh my gosh.
It will never affect me ever because I can't smell none of that.
Did you know that having too much stink is actually toxic?
It can kill you?
Yes, it can.
Get me to the nearest garbage disposal.
Yeah, too much. Yes. Reason it's not so much that the stink is that it's like, for example, like with fish. I don't know if it's ammonia, but it ends up displacing. It ends up displacing the oxygen. And that's what kills you, the asphyxiation. It's not so much the stink, it's why it stinks.
See, now that's where the problem lies with my nose. Because if I'm over at a Chinese buffet, they have the salt and pepper crabs there.
Yes.
I miss those. Anyway, I'm slobbing for some crabs.
But I have like an incredibly sensitive sense of smell.
Anyway, I know you do. Where you have a high sense of smell, I'm broken.
I make up for what you lack.
Anyway, kinda. Physically we do, but I'll sit there.
You have a spiritual sniffer.
It's a double-edged sword for me.
Shilling.
It's great when I can't smell anything, but what sucks is I don't lose my sense of taste. Totally fine. It's probably bland, if anything. But if I go and say, literally, go get some crabs to eat, I will not know that it has gone bad until I take that first bite. If there's no one there to sniff it for me. Like today at work, I had to. This is prime example time. I had to make 10 rotisserie chicken salad croissants. I'm not gonna say it wrong.
Croissant.
Croissant. You say it in front of a first person, say croissant. Oh, they get mad. I had to get provolone cheese, fresh lettuce, and rotisserie chicken salad, as well as tomatoes. We have a thing of tomatoes that will come in.
Yes.
And we whenever we don't use all of it, we'll wrap it up in saran wrap as much as we possibly can. That's totally fine. They usually double, triple wrap it. We'll put it up in the cooler.
Okay, so the next part
unwrapped it. And
so
there's no one else down there except for my coworker.
We'll put these two pieces together now.
My nose don't work. I've told everyone time and time again. Do not ask me to smell anything because my schnoz is broken for 24 years. I'm like, Mamie, can you smell this for me? And she smelt it. She walked away and she started gagging out of the trash. And I'm like, yep, I got to throw these out. And she's like, why did you ask me again? Why couldn't you do it? I'm like, Mame, it's broken for over 20 years. how would I know if it stank? And so she got like a fresh thing and she threw him at me. She's like, do not come near me ever again with that.
Okay, so that's the bottom section, if I recall. Yes. That looks pretty good. Okay, I found which one we're doing. So these two pieces, they get put together. Good side against good side. Good side's going to be the sparklies. Two sparklies, poke them together, and then you stitch them. You stitch them from the point of contact here all the way to the back end. That's going to be contacting inside the mouth. These other flaps are going to be going over the lip of the mouth, creating the lip of the mouth, of course. That's what's going to be there. So
I'm
go and grab this
slowly finishing up Zeph's piece.
Goody good. Very nice. You're going to be an all-star artist. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm never.
You're going to be a Da Vinci.
Da Vinci?
Yes. Going to be a Michelangelo.
Let's eat pizza in the sewers.
I don't know if you're into that.
You don't get the reference?
I do. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you're into that.
I'd be so down. Hun, remember, I don't have a sense of smell. I'd be down for almost anything. That makes me sound desperate. I don't think I should say that. Yo. We always have this joke at work where I sit there, I'm like, yeah, I have problems, and everyone's well aware of that, and they address it.
I have crippling depression.
Yeah, that's the main joke I have, and they're like, we know, Hannah, we know.
The only thing that lifts me up is you, fine people. And you.
I sat there, I told them, like, I looked at my manager today, I'm like, you know the real reason why I come to work every day like I do? And she's like, why? I'm like, it's not always about the money.
Bills.
Most of the time it is about the money, but not all the time. The main reason I come here, I don't enjoy my work, but what makes my work tolerable is the fact we have a dysfunctional family back here. And she just like looked at me. She's like, what? Well, yeah, it's a dysfunctional family.
What's a family?
I told you, my parents sat there and said you can call them mom and dad.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
You need a refresher. I will gladly assist you.
I have brain loss problems.
Same. I have my own problems.
Yeah, you start losing like your memory at age 30. You just start.
Don't do that. My mom's already started to forget some things.
I'm just joking. Goodness. I'm not trying to be serious. I'm just joking. Goodness.
It's like that one person that comes up to you and you're trying to make a joke or whatever, and they always come up with something serious.
We are all broken, and our cracks are all unique. I mean, like cracks, like fractures. Yes. My favorite toppings on pizza are just about everything except mushrooms. Just about
I'm the one that sits there and says, "Hey, put some extra cheese on that pizza." And put some pineapple and chicken. And if I'm feeling really daring, I want some bacon on it too.
Like I would say, for me, like my favorite topping, my favorite would have to be
pineapple for me.
Believe it or not, I like black olives. I like black olives, and I just say extra cheese. I lean more towards vegetables and such on my pizza, but I do like the occasional indulgence into the classic pepperoni. I grew up eating the pepperoni, but yeah, but I'd say like I've really my regular toppings would be like green pepper, black olive, onion, that kind of thing. And then I like to spice it up with red pepper flakes, like putting the red pepper on it. Yeah, green bell peppers. Yep, green bell peppers are good.
You love our Greek pasta then?
Probably.
Because it's got bell peppers.
Will it make me feel like a god? Greek. Will it make me feel like?
If you want to sit there and feel like Hermes, go for it, hon. That would, if you were to associate with any of them, it'd be Hermes because he's a very quick messenger and you're quick on your feet.
And he's flamboyant. He likes to be the gossip of the gods. He's the one that spreads the gossip.
That's like every girl in the freaking deli department, hon.
Plus, I really like the way how they got his look in God of War. They got his look down really nice.
I like the deal for the Nintendo Switch store.
Yeah.
They're doing Skyrim. It was at $59.99, but due to Easter prices,
Hello,
they dropped it
friend.
all the way down to $29.99. I'm still not in the mood to buy it. It's just I don't know why. It's just hard for me to get into.
Zach, you say he doesn't like pineapple on pizza.
Oh, do you want kiwi? Because I've seen that before.
You know what's funny is I never have been lactose intolerant my whole life until like the last 2 years.
Dude,
I
that's so
just
weird. All right, I'm erasing the pencil
what I mean
marks,
is
and
like
then I'm gonna make the pen work
what I
kind
mean
of
is
stand
like
up a little more.
it has to be a very specific kind of dairy. Like if it's anything stronger than like let's say like 1 or 2% milk, it gives me like belly cramps and bloating.
Yeah.
Or if I have like a really creamy premium ice cream, I'll get bloating and that kind of stuff. But if it's like skim milk or 1%, I can take that just fine. That's not a problem. Cheese is usually fine with me too. It's got to like I can't have like ricotta cheese or something. It's got to be like the cheddar or American. That's usually pretty good.
Sorry if I'm shaking the table like constantly.
That's right. I took my arm off of it. It's fine.
I'm just saying. In
Shake
general,
to your heart's content.
people would be looking like, "Why is the table shaking?"
We're having a 7.1 earthquake.
Oh my god! I don't want to die like this.
Goodness.
This is not the way to die. Thank you.
No, this is the way to live. You're getting that adrenaline rush you always wanted.
No, Bobby, no! Stop that right now.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Stop! No! Why would you say these things?
You know what the average smoker says? You gotta die from something.
Stop!
I'm
Oh my god! Stop
sorry.
it!
I'm just
I
living
know
in.
you are.
I'm just living in the moment.
I'm starting to quote the song "In This Moment" by Pitbull and
Maybe.
Christina Aguilera.
I'm living in the moment like a cat. That is
Meow.
yes.
Yeah, but you're not having the high ground. You're just like you're there. You're not viewing things at a chessboard-like level. That's how they
I have a
view it.
swivel chair. What have you got?
I have a hobgoblin chair with beautiful artwork in my hands. So stop it. Stop hurting my feelings.
You know, that's the thing though, is the Egyptians made the beautiful artwork, but the cat was like a goddess kind of thing to them. You know, like
Are you calling yourself a queen?
no.
Yes, you are. That the hesitation.
No,
the hesitation was there.
I'm just
Zach,
saying.
take note of the hesitation.
I'm just saying.
That we have a queen on the opposite side of the table, which is facing the camera.
A queen. Let me move this back a little bit. I don't want to blind everybody with my
Quinn.
A queen.
Guardian of the Saw.
It's
Why
not.
I said that?
It's not Maybelline. It's Maybelline or Maybelline. One of the two. How does it go?
Maybe it's my cat named Francesca. What? Nothing. That was random.
Mm-hmm.
Very random. I wasn't trying to go there.
Is it a pecan or a pecan?
Stop making me angry! Stop!
Well, because we went through the drive-thru one day, and the people they didn't give us like these toppings for a salad that we had ordered.
You wanted an apple pecan salad.
Anyway, so we like try to get their attention at the window.
Making me want to sit there
and
tell it.
And then we were asking, well, you want to tell it? You want to tell a story?
Yes. So what happened was you wanted to have an apple pecan salad at Wendy's. And so I said, sure, that's fine. And so we went to the window and got the order.
We drove up to the window. We didn't just approach the window
to
get the salad.
They get the point. They get the idea.
Okay.
So let me continue, little sassy pants over there.
Carry on.
Anyway, I'm just about done with this.
It's about time.
So
carry on.
We sat there, we paid for it. We drove to the second window, paid for it, and we checked in the bag. She forgot to add the pecans. You have pecans, pecan. My little baby cousin calls them pecans. You say it as you will. It's all correct. I don't care. But I sat there and I was trying to wave my hand at the window. And the
Yeah.
guy finally opened it up. I didn't see his name, but I like calling him Jerry. He looked like a Jerry to me. And I looked at him. He's like, everything's all right. I'm like, forgot to add the pecans in the bag. And he gave me this blank stare. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, you've never.
Did I stutter?
I'm sitting there, I'm like, are you not connecting the dots? And he's like, I look at him, I'm like, the pecans. And he blinked a couple. He's like, oh, you mean the pecans? I'm like, I don't have a problem with how anyone says it, but he said it in a way
True.
like I just said it wrong, and I'm sitting in the back of my mind, just
Mess
involuntarily
with
about to have an
them.
eye twitch, and I'm like, no, Jerry, I want hydrochlorothiazide to seem like I'm dead. Yeah, please, I need a pack of them. And got him, and we drove off. I'm sitting in the back of my mind, I'm like, how hard is it to not strangle a person nowadays?
Just keep your thumbs back and you'll be good. Just do not engage the thumbs.
I want to engage the thumbs. They deserve to be engaged in such trivial matters as this.
Engage my thumbs with your neck.
And press.
Oh snap, I got a knot in my thread. Hang on a second.
Hold on a second.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't get the knot out, but maybe it'll shrink.
Okay.
I can get the knot to shrink a little bit. So that's better.
What do we think?
Hold a second, it's stuck in the thing.
Oh goodness.
Please don't rip. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the nightmare.
Oh my goodness. Well, see, I think I can dislodge it if I fiddle with thread. Let me try to adjust it. Yes, I'm gonna mess with then. Yes. Trick the fennec. Yes. I said yes.
I said no.
I said yes. I can't see. I'm staring at thread. Just give me a second, please. Yes. I need new eyeballs. My vision is horrible without contacts. Much better with contacts, but I still run out of contacts. I guess it's because it didn't call 1-800-contacts. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Oh, yes. Perfect. There we go. That was divine. Drag. Apparently there was no knot. It was just stuck to itself for some reason. Like, now it's stuck again. What in the world? I just unstuck it. Like,
Okay.
what is going on here? I think it's the glue messing with it or something.
Whoa.
What happened?
It got stuck to my sketchbook, and I wasn't very happy with that.
It wants to transform you into a fursuit.
I mean, if I could turn into facetious, I would, but I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop this out over here because of the shadow.
So is this the same thing as a podcast? Is a live stream basically a podcast? Because I'd like to maybe make some. I've heard people say I should try doing podcasts. I'm just not really sure exactly what all that is, per se.
Yeah, let's you ask her.
She does podcast?
I mean, she should have some sort of knowledge. Because remember back when she was doing the haunted thingy stuff?
Yes.
That's, I'm sure.
This mouth lining is almost done. I'm really glad to almost have this done. So I can actually pop it in the mouth and show you what it looks like, you know.
Want to show you the piece of it?
In just a second. Okay. I will show. You can show me the piece that you finished now. Do you want to show the people on the stream as well what it looks?
Might as well.
Okay. So this is for Zyper. I don't know if Zyper's still in the chat, but this is very washed out with brightness. Let me knock down that brightness just a hair for you. If I can. Okay. That's as low as I can get the brightness. This is the piece we have for Zyper. If you can see that okay. There you go. This is going to be, get a high resolution image of that and have it emailed to you. That is, got a nice little bubblegum thing going on there, and there's the signature and those details. Hand it back to you. There you go. I'm actually going to bop this thing up with hair. Oh, I'm being washed out again. There we go. That should be fine. Just like it's not bright enough. That's a bit of a warmer setting. Do you like the warmer setting? I think the warmer setting kind of sets the mood a little more. Maybe, but I don't know. Kind of looks nice, I guess. Oh, you had another dream? Peppermint cookie? Oh, good. You had a dream it was last Monday. You were turning into a dog, standing on all fours and not able to speak. Oh my gosh.
That already sounds like your kind of shtick, homie.
That sounds amazing.
That's your thing.
How did it happen? Did you like slowly transform, or were you just there? Or is it just boom, you were a puppy? Because I like transformation stories, and that's actually one of my biggest, like I guess you would call it entertainment things, is seeing transformation happen. Especially if it's like slow morphing, where you see the person like slowly like shifting from their human side into the animal side. It's pretty cool. Well, it's not pretty cool. It's actually downright awesome. And a whole bunch of different things I like to see. It's pretty nice. It's I don't know what it is. It like tickles a fancy inside. I don't know what that you would call that, except it's cool. I like it. It's pretty neat. There we go. It kind of reminds me of the video I made where I did a transformation video where I transformed into a large kitty cat. Basically with my mate's fursuit, turned into a large saber-toothed kitty cat. The name is Magic. The video is called Fursuit. I think it's called Fursuit TFTG Becoming Magic. Basically, it's a fursuit transformation video, and it results from me putting on a sweater, a magical sweater, which transforms me slowly into a cat in the video. And you see me in the bathroom trying to struggle to get the paws off. I try cutting them off, and I start growing a tail. I get ears and all that, and basically just turn to a full cat and just forget that I was ever human. And that's basically what the video is. And it was a lot of fun making it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It took forever to make though, because I kept changing the camera angles. I only had one camera, so I had to keep adjusting the camera to different angles. But it's got a pretty good review. It's got a lot of likes, and I think it's like at 62,000 views. And if you just research it on YouTube, you just type it in, fursuit transformation, or becoming, or what is it called? Fursuit TF. If you just type in Fursuit TF, I think my video is one of the few that pop up immediately. It's pretty cool. I'd like to do another video sometime of my other fursuit, or maybe of the suits that I'm making. Like one of my mate's future suits, have that appear in a video like that. That would be pretty neat. Okay, so there's that. Yep, I'm probably going to run the stream for a few more minutes, because I know people gotta be getting to bed soon. But as soon as I'll tell you what, as soon as I'm done this liner and I have it put in the fursuit head, that is probably when I'll end the stream. But at least want to show you what it looks like inside the head. I think that would be pretty cool to see. There's that. The stitch I'm doing right now is a whip stitch. It allows the fabric to have some stretch. And of course I'm doing that just in case I need to stretch a little bit inside the mouth, because this is where you want to have some stretch. Just a little bit of stretch.
I'll have dark pieces on Twitter now. I'll be able to sit there and DM it to you.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
There's that. I sent it to him. I'm going to put it in my fleet.
Okay, the mouth lining is done. Got that all sewn up. Very nice, very nice. So now we have, let's see. Oh, you were suddenly turned into a dog. Okay. Woo! After your perspective faded to black. Huh. Sounds like it could have been, I was going to say, like, maybe a potion or something. Maybe, like, you drank something that caused the transformation. Those can cause blackouts, at least from what storytelling shows. Potentially. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I do like that. It's pretty cool.
Alright, and placing up complete. And then copy this link so I can put it in my.
Who's that singing, Finn?
God, I forgot what her name was, but it was for the Ice Age 4 soundtrack.
Okay.
I think it was back when Peaches was born.
Who's Peaches?
Baby Mammoth.
Oh.
Manny and.
Okay, so it's not the Ice Age baby.
No. Okay. Here's the Twitter.
I'll get turned into a pool toy. That would be interesting. Maybe. I've actually seen real life-size pool toys you can actually get inside of. Like, you literally can wear a pool toy costume. It's the craziest thing. Like, what in the world? Like, you can literally step inside of it and have it zipper it up and have it have a lock put on it, and you're stuck inside of a pool toy. You can breathe, you can move around in it, but it's like you can't grab anything. You can't like you can kind of hear somebody inside of it, but it's really muffled. It's kind of funny. Okay, so the lining is done. I got the lining all done here. We're gonna put that in the mouth and see how it looks. This is how it looks like outside of the mouth. It's kind of looks like a bowl or something. But that is key for getting it to fit. So this was the original pattern. Toss that aside. Okay. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Okay, I'm just going to give it a little test to see how it fits. But it should fit perfectly inside. And if not, I'll just adjust it till it does fit.
I cannot make this work right for me.
Sorry. What are you doing, Ben?
Filling out a thing that Zachy sent me.
Oh, what is this?
It says, "How dad are you?"
How dad are you?
Yes, so far I got 3.
Okay, that's totally fine. Okay, so I did manage to get the lining in place. It just needs to be glued down. I hope this works, because I spent a lot of time making this lining, and I want it to be a good fit. I think what I'll do is I will start in the very bottom, middle area, tack that down, and then stretch it out from there. I think that's the way to do this, personally. So, if I recall, the way to do this is you like literally just slather the lining with glue. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Yep, you just take it and you just get the glue gun all cranked up and ready to go, and you just let it have it. You just go like this, and that will be your anchor point. Fleece holds heat really well, so this is probably going to burn through to my hand, so I got to be quick about this. But yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? It fits pretty accurately, and I'm really happy about that.
There you go.
Okay, so once you get that part in there, you're going to line up the best you can and just sink it down inside the mouth area. Just kind of going, and then just roll it in place. More or less, just roll it into position, like so. And then all that should translate into a nice, smooth, finished piece. Don't be afraid to grab it from the back if that helps. Help kind of give you a little bit more of the proper form that it needs to have. Because you want this to fit as best as possible, and you only have a short amount of time to actually make sure it's done right before it sets up, and then you have to dislodge it and reattach it, and you don't want to have that happen. Okay. I think that looks pretty accurate. Pretty good, pretty good. You can tug on it to make sure it's nice and tight because you don't want it loose, so it's not going to look good. Oh my gosh, okay. I think I have enough of this in the back, I think. Let me check. Yeah. It's hot in here. Okay, so once you get that part of the lining placed in there, you're going to want to try to get the edges of it as well. I did that to help get the foundation for it. I think that was actually my last glue stick, so this will... I got to try to make this stretch out, try to stretch this out. I'm going to grab some glue pieces that fell off, melt them on the end of my glue stick, and then I'm going to take a pencil or even a Sharpie and just insert it into the back of my glue stick gun. And then that's what I'll use to finish off the lining. So yeah, there is that. Heat it up for y'all. There we go. When we having coffee. Skylar, what you doing? Skylar, you know I'm a TeaFox. We will go out and have some tea together. You can have coffee if you want. I will have some tea. Hey, Risco. Riso. Are you still living in Cumberland? Oh, I thought you were inviting me for tea. I thought you were inviting me. I can invite you if you want. There's actually a tea house right down from where I'm living. Yeah, it's I think it's called Tranquility. I've not been there yet, but I hear it's nice. And
it is family owned.
And yeah, it's right there on the main street. You could possibly, when you're around these parts, stop by and have a nice cup of tea and catch up on things. I heard they got a nice selection, nice blend of handcrafted pieces. It'd be really nice. Okay, I think the glue gun's melted enough. Let's go ahead and get these in place. Oh gosh, it's stuck to the stick. Oh my gosh. There, I got it off. Yeah, I gotta push this through to make this happen. Looks like, oh gosh. It's stuck to my finger. It's hot. It's so hot. Oh my gosh, it's hot glue and it's burning me. Oh my gosh. What do I do? How do I survive this? I can't get it off my finger. Okay. I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm not going to die after all. Okay. All right. Yeah, this part, I just got to make sure I get that glue right in there on the fleece, and we should be just fine. French Donald's. There we go. Didn't mean to say that out loud. Sorry. Ouch. It's hot. Looks like I might only be able to get the one side because of how much glue is coming out of this thing. Okay, let's try this. Okay. 3, 2, oh, Oopsie doopsie. There we go. I think we've got this. Yes, just give it a little tug, a little pull, a little stretch. We don't want any wrinkles in this. We don't want wrinkles. Wrinkles are not good. Unless you want texture, and we don't want texture in the mouth. Not when you got sparkle fleas. This is that nice, shiny stuff. Turned out pretty good, actually. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Actually, pretty impressed with that. Then you just gotta wait for it to cool because it's freaking hot. Sure, I can send you a DM on Telegram. That's fine. Yeah, like when I get hot glue, I rub my fingers together really quick and it cools it down. And I just snap it off my fingers. But if I get that thing where I have the gun set on high, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. It's burning my finger, and I just like run to the bathroom, just like try to get water on it or something. I don't do that nearly as much as I used to. I used to really burn myself. Okay, let's see if I can get this back lining on here. Let's see. There we go. I think that looks pretty decent. I just gotta make sure I don't get it on the balaclava, though. I don't want to ruin it. But it's coming along pretty nice. This part is kind of tricky. My apartment is like a spooky level of quiet. Oh.
I got very focused.
Fen is being quiet at this point.
I got everything posted up on Telegram, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah. I have, yeah, mine is a dual temperature gun. And just, I keep it on the lowest setting. And then if I'm gluing like Lycra, I will set it the highest setting because you can't make Lycra stick unless you have it on high. It's kind of a thing. But this lining is just about finished. I have the one side tacked down pretty secure. Just got to get this other side. Because I'm actually pretty bad at this. I didn't think I was this horrible, but apparently I'm not that great at sticking lining in. Yeah, I am going to actually glue the foam instead of gluing the fleece. Apparently.
Then tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, I want to come in from the. I hear you. I want to stick it from the back end and try it this way. That might work a little better. Yeah, it's definitely going to work better. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera. This is just kind of like a necessary little component here.
Very just looks painful.
It is a little painful for my arm, just a little bit. The angle I'm at. It's not the funnest angle to be in. Okay, let's try that. I hope it's enough glue, and I'll stick it in there, see what happens. I just gotta remember to stretch this as much as I can, or it will not stick. There'll be wrinkles in it, but I think it's getting there. What is that?
Right here.
Oh. Mm-hmm. There we go. It's coming along pretty well, I think. Pretty nice. This part helps everything stay nice and tight. Nice and tight. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Who? Net for till. Hold on. Net for TV. Net for TV. Hello, welcome. Hey Johnson. Atlanta United Soccer. Yes, I do like soccer. I played it. Played it for a few years back in high school. Played soccer. I was a defense and also a sweeper and a forward. I'm not a forward. Midfield. I did forward a few times, but I was mostly known for my defensive skills. I was a pretty good runner. They like because I said I was fast. Oh, I hear a sody pop. Are you going to destroy me?
Maybe.
Okay. Get Tiffany in the chat. She'll destroy me.
Oh, she would, yeah. She's like, so, oh, yes, maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really think about that.
Oh dear gosh, this is really hot material. Yeah, there's always a way, always a way.
Hello, friend. How are you, friend?
There we go. That angle's really a tricky thing to get. But we're getting it. I'm gonna remount this glue because it's not centered like I wanted it to be. These things happen though. These things just happen. And then we'll just bring it on over just a hair, just a little bit. And yes, you see me slamming that glue gun, you really do have to snap the stand back out to help it stay in place. Because low temperature glue guns, they once you make contact with them, they start cooling instantly. You got to get that material on the move really quick. Go ahead and hit that with just a little glue to solidify that area. There we go. That should look pretty decent. Okay. And if I take a long time working on stuff, I apologize. I'm just kind of a slow person with this. Like working on lining and such. There we go. I think I figured out the issue. That looks better. That does look a lot better. Drag it. It wasn't down all the way. Sharpie time. We'll stick a Sharpie in here because it actually does a pretty good job at pushing the rest of the glue through my glue gun. I would not say do this all the time in case the Sharpie would explode, but I'll be quick. Try to be quick at least. Sharpie, do your thing. Sharpie doesn't want to do its thing. Sharpie! No! Don't do it, Sharpie. Do your thing, Sharpie. We need you. Sharpie, we need you. Help us. Save us, Sharpie. Save us from the wrath that is yet to come. Potato salad. Yes, I say potato salad a lot. Okay. Calls for some desperate measures here. Rotate. Sorry, I'm being a little persnickety. Are you tired?
No, not yet.
There we go.
Remember, I passed out from stress today. I don't think I'm going to be tired for a while. My technology decides let's be stupid for the time being.
Makes sense.
That's charging. I forgot you had your laptop charger in here too, so I'm using that.
That's fine. That's
charge
fine.
one of my phones, I charge the other phone, and all the while I'm playing, poking on, and I got my Bakugo pillows and my Sukuna pillow with Itadori on the other side.
Mm-hmm. I will check those messages in just a second here. Let's see here. Okay. Whew, that lining is really tricky to get in there. Okay, I think that's going to be good for the lining at this point. Oh my gosh, the ears are getting bent. I can't have that. Oh my gosh. Because these are kitty ears. They can't have the ears getting all bent out of shape. Okay, it's kind of looking like a hamburger mouth at this point. It's not the full-blown ugly stage, but it doesn't look good, but it will. Because what we're going to do after that is completely tacked down, I'm going to have to get more glue sticks, of course, is I will take the teeth. I actually have teeth over here. You can see them behind me here. Those will be installed in the mouth. Have a lower jaw set, have an upper jaw set. And then when that is done, I will take the rest of the masking tape and tape off the areas around here so you will only see what you need to see and you won't see all this extra material. It'll hide it, give it more of a cohesive look. And then we can pattern the rest of the head and get the fur cut and sewn, and then this head will be done. Right, and thanks everyone for watching the stream tonight. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to go and cut it short because it's getting a bit late, but thanks for watching. I'll be sure to check out the other streams that you may have missed, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being with me tonight, and I'll be back very soon to help finish this up. Help finish up this fursuit head along with some other pieces that I'll be working on. So yeah, thanks very much for joining the stream, and I will see you in an upcoming video. Don't forget to keep an eye out for the balloon video where we inflate 1,065 balloons for every subscriber I have on the channel. And we also popped every single one of those balloons as well in the upcoming video. So that'll be coming up around sometime next week. And also we have a top 10 music video coming up also. That's coming up very soon. And that'll be before the balloon video. So keep an eye out for those upcoming videos on the channel. Thanks so much, everyone. I will see you, and good night. Bye. I will. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. I will sleep well. Oh, well, thank you, Streth. I will be back again soon for some more live streaming, and more videos, of course. Those will be coming up soon. So keep an eye out for those. Community posts. I will be posting more community posts coming up. You can actually find those on this channel if you check out the community section. Updates, huge project that we had done with the 1,065 balloons, all hand blown with small little compressors. Yeah, it took a total of 3 days to finish, and then it took less than 10 minutes to pop them. Also, really fun, and all that footage is being compiled up for a mind-blowing, dazzling episode of color and just scale and just total fun and madness. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now. And how do we end the stream? Oh, I will. Thanks. Bye, everybody. I'm trying to figure out how to end this thing. Is this how you end it? Poke.